So if you see me
Nobody's here though.
Nobody's here.
I don't think so. Let me check.
You throw live and nobody comes?
Papa Rhino was here a while back, but I think he's gone. He was here like 30 or 40 minutes ago. I hope somebody shows up. If they don't, we can just talk.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I need to. I hope somebody shows up. I always have that YouTube window open and I forget to close it or shut it, the volume off. Okay.
There we go.
Perfect now. So you hit 1,000 and I see that I pulled up your channel and you're above it now. So did you get your monitor? Hey, Dark Gravity's here.
Right on.
Hey, you're the first one, Dark Gravity. Oh, King Snake Jake is here. I was going to hopefully find some people that haven't been subscribed to you and then pushing them over to your channel too.
Yep, that would be good.
I don't recognize what Rob Checkle. Maybe you do.
Oh yeah, that's my son.
Okay, sweet. Oh yeah, that's your last name.
Yeah,
I've seen that in the Apex, and
yeah,
you probably told me, but I always forget like your last name.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Did
so I told him I was going to be on TV.
Oh, okay. Have him ask some questions.
Yeah, I'm afraid of the questions he might ask. You never know.
Yeah, you know what? If you start doing lives, and I recommend like having a guest or two, or a co-host or two, because it makes it easier on you. I mean, it makes it easier on me. So if the co-host wants to run the conversation, that's fine with me. Like talk about themselves, or Mattisfaction usually, if he's a co-host, he usually reads the comments.
Yeah. Well, I can do that. I can read the comments if you need or whatever. But
we only have like 3 people here, though.
Yeah, that's good enough.
So what was I talking about? So did you get your my tongue tied. Monetization.
I'm in the process. So
okay,
everything's done except YouTube has to review my channel. That's all.
They're still reviewing it. How many? Yeah. A week or 2, or
it hasn't been a week because I just became eligible last Thursday. So.
Oh, okay. It seems like it's been longer. Like maybe.
Okay. It just
okay. I think it only takes a few. I think 3 days, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I figured. They'll probably say something by. I actually haven't checked it since I got home, so I could check that later when we're.
So did you take care of the AdSense and stuff like that already?
No, I'm not running ads yet on the channel. I didn't know.
But you set it up. Okay.
Yeah, with that. Yeah.
Okay, because that was the hardest part, I think. AdSense, that you have to hook your bank account up to AdSense and everything.
Yeah, I don't think I did that part. I think it's still like I had to apply for the AdSense thing, but they haven't asked me to hook up my bank account yet. So I may have to go in and do another step or something.
Yeah, I forgot Cole is on live too. I don't think he used to be at this time. Maybe I'm misremembering. Hey, Mike, Mimo. Michael Morgan is better known as Mimo.
Yes.
Unless he doesn't like it.
Well, I guess we could find out. You can let us know.
Well, I call him Mimo all the time.
Michael, I see you.
Does he comment on your channel?
Yeah. Okay. He leaves comments on my channel. Yeah, he sure does.
Yeah.
So
I forgot. Tri-State EDC. He does a live like maybe 7 o'clock to 10:30 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
and I didn't know I'm probably I wanted to do it on Tuesdays, but maybe I can change it if I run into a lot of problems.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a good day to do and a good time slot too.
Yeah, you're right.
There's so many channels. Do you are you familiar with the YouTube schedule?
Yeah, I did. I've seen that
Okay.
a couple of places get posted the live channels. You know, it's a pretty significant list. I was like, yeah, I don't know where I'm going to fit in there either. But I don't. The way my schedule is, I don't think I'd do probably more than bi-weekly like yours. Maybe I'll just glom onto your show, and then we'll just do it
I'm
together.
doing mine bi-weekly, so like twice a month. Hey,
Yeah.
old fart, I missed you. I want to say hi. I haven't seen you in a while. Zen Ali, hey.
Hey,
Yeah,
there.
two old white guys. Old, yeah.
Yeah,
Old.
I was going to say.
At least you have color in your beard.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
My top hair and my beard is all white.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have more color on the top than I do on the beard. But
yeah, I've been wearing a hat all day because I've been outside and my hair got kind of messed up. I had a semi truck to get the brakes repaired. I had to get it towed because the brakes, all the brake fluid drained out of my reservoir. But I put brake fluid in there and it mysteriously disappeared again. But I couldn't locate a spot on the bottom of the truck where it was leaking. But so I didn't think it's safe, and I just had it towed to the shop.
Yeah. Yep. Saw one that caught on fire today. Trailer that the brakes locked up and going down a hill. It burned up.
Caught on fire?
Yeah, burned up the whole trailer.
Oh, wow.
By the time I got there, all the excitement was over, but all the emergency vehicles were there, and but yeah, it was a pretty big deal.
So the brakes locked it up, and then they generated a fire?
Yeah.
What kind of trailer? A camper or something?
No, like a semi-truck trailer. 18.
Oh, a semi-truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy stuff out on the road.
Yeah, so I have a Apex knife, and I'm contacting my ex-wife saying, "Can you go to the post office for me? Because, I mean, I can't. I'm carless now. So, but luckily I work from home. So
yeah.
So I have an Apex knife I need to pass on to the next guy. But did you see the Ace Corda? There was two of them floating around.
I did. I had the green one.
Okay. It was a green Micarta or a green?
It was green Micarta and a stonewash blade.
Okay. This is a black G10.
Yeah.
I like it, but I wouldn't buy it because it's super expensive. Like
they are
$195.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty expensive too.
I mean,
for sure.
If it was Micarta, I think I would be more inclined to like it more. But it's just G10.
Right.
It's M390, so
yeah, it's good steel, that's for sure. In fact, just the other day I got this one from Apex that.
Oh yeah, I had that one too. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's a neat little knife, that's for sure. I like it.
You like the jimping on the spine?
I do. Too? Yeah. I mean, it's a small grip. Your little finger, falls off. But for a neck knife, this is a really cool little guy.
I actually wore it on my neck for about 2 or 3 days.
Oh, is that why it smells like that?
No. I wore it around the house.
I'm just kidding you.
Yeah, because unfortunately, I work from home and I rarely get out. Like maybe to the grocery store to pick up my daughter or something. But not much.
Can't really, wear it except at the house because they won't let me wear something like that at work.
Yeah, and if you wear it under a shirt, it will guarantee it.
Right.
Smelling.
And then, like here where I live, the law is that you can't conceal a fixed blade, so you can't put it under your shirt. So I can't walk with it, banging around on the outside of my chest either, because then that's kind of.
Oh yeah, you live in California, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably below the minimum, right? Size?
I don't know if there's a size. It just says that you can't conceal fixed blades.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Hey, Patty's here. Patty Potato Peeler.
Oh, nice. How you doing, Patty?
And who shot JR?
Yeah, he's been doing his lives with his couple of guests that he has on there.
Yeah,
on the weekend.
I was going to kid with Patty with his thumbnails. Every time I see his thumbnails, he looks like he's laying down in a bed. But I finally watched one of his lives, and I see his backdrop. It looks like a bedspread or something. But for some reason, I always thought he was laying down on the bed. But I didn't say that. I didn't say anything. But I guess I said it now.
you did. Well, you only told me. It's okay.
And everyone in the chat.
That's right.
So how was the detent on this, or the one that you borrowed? This is a very strong detent.
I liked it. The one on the Ace that I had, the little green one.
Yeah, I like it. I like it that you can't fail it. I mean,
no, it was a good knife. It is.
It's a perfect detent. It's so perfect. It leaves a dent in my finger.
Yeah. And then
I was flipping about 30 times, and my fingers started hurting.
Did you get this one, the Finch Buffalo Tooth?
I'm on the list, but
okay.
I didn't buy it.
This just came the other day. No.
Okay.
This is the cash round one.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a nice
I want to check it out before
sunfish.
I buy it, because this is quite expensive.
Yeah, it is. But pretty well made, really nice action on it. It just drops shut, just follows the pivot right around. But
hey, Jered,
definitely a cool one.
Jered White's here. Jered,
oh, hey, Jered.
He lives near me. Well, I don't know how much near me, but he lives in Illinois.
Yeah.
I've sent him some knives to sharpen.
Oh, okay.
He's an awesome sharpener.
Well, that's good. Yeah, it's good to know one, that's for sure. If somebody's really good at it.
I think he sharpened my knives for the 777 giveaway.
Okay.
The knives that I modded and then I gave away. I think he sharpened those. I mean, I know he sharpened my knives, but I don't remember what the giveaway was. 777 or 888.
Yeah. Yep. And then I did the same thing you did. I did the 777 and the 888. So that was that.
Yeah. This is the parrot, right? King steak? Are you asking? I think this is the parrot. I kind of forget their names, and it doesn't have the name on there, but I think this is the parrot, the dagger parrot. Yeah, 777. So this is a Russian knife.
Yeah.
And it has the cool skull clip.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those.
But this is a what do you call it? Like a compression lock? It's a liner lock, but it's kind of closes with a button, but it doesn't open with a button. It's just it's kind of a compression lock because the locking system is back up here on the spine. So I kind of like this one. I want to dye the handles eventually, but I keep looking for a liner, and like you have to press the button to disengage it.
Oh, and I see Byron is here and Dwayne Letterman. What's going on,
hey,
guys?
Byron. Dwayne Letterman.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool though. It has like this pin that you screw in here, and you could screw it out, and then you can lock the blade open.
Oh.
In this hole, there's a threaded hole to lock the blade open.
Yeah. So
I think it's cool because they worked it into design.
Right.
There's another knife I have that has a pin but they did that. You just carry it around loose. And I think that's odd. Whereas this has a pin and stowing away in a handle. So
yeah, and you don't need a tool to take it out.
no, you just
okay, good. Just
you could just
unscrews. Okay,
twist it out.
Oh, right on.
Unless you have a Conan strength and like tighten it too much or something.
It could happen.
Hey,
not
Stevie.
by me. Yeah, I said Stevie. Hello. Usually I'm looking at his beard instead of him looking at mine.
Yeah, his beard's like perfectly shaped and everything.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's what you get for being up in the PNW.
Yeah, you don't have to use get the humidity, right?
Right.
Like I do. Old man syndrome, don't sleep much here. Yeah, I definitely have old man syndrome. I sleep 2 to 3 hours and then I wake up for some reason. And I'm like, okay, I'll just go to the bathroom and then I'll fall asleep a half hour later. But I didn't wake up because I had to go to the bathroom. I just wake up every 3 hours for some reason.
Yeah, that's something that happens. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I guess
I have a dream,
yet.
and then I'll like I don't like the dream, and I just wake up.
Yeah, only if it's a nightmare. No,
I mean, all my dreams are kind of a nightmare for me. I mean, they don't involve violence. They just involve something disturbing that I don't like. I think I was dreaming my daughter was getting married. I mean, she is getting married, but I was dreaming that she was getting married to somebody that I don't like.
Right.
And that woke me up.
Well, that wakes up most dads at night.
Yeah, but my daughter's getting married next year, but I approve of her husband or fiance.
Yeah. Good deal. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, I try to always talk my kids out of get married. I think my youngest two, they will probably never get married, but my oldest will.
Yeah.
My son definitely does not want to get married ever.
Yeah.
He will have to give up too much, I guess. He tells me. Hey.
Is Jake here? Hey, Jake.
Yeah, Jake's here.
Jake from Ohio State. What's going on, brother?
Man, I miss his videos. He stopped doing videos.
Yeah. He's on to bigger and better things.
Was there an announcement in the B packs?
I think it was something. Jake, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it was pretty much like, I'm out. See you guys.
Yeah, I contacted him about a while back, and like he gave up on Instagram. I'm like, oh man, I was like going to contact him about something, and I couldn't find him on Instagram for some reason.
Yeah.
Hey, Will. Hey, G-Ball. Anybody else new? Nick Groffs.
Yeah, that's almost impossible, Zen. Talking about having babies. That's kind of crazy.
So, I mean, I don't know if you're like me. Are you mostly a budget guy like me?
Oh, yeah.
You occasionally buy an expensive knife, maybe over $100.
Very, very rarely will I go over $100. That's for me. When you talk about a budget guy, I guess I am kind of extreme budget because like a $60 knife is expensive to me, so it's like I save up for those. But for stuff that's like, the $20 to $30 range, I'm comfortable there. But when I see like this Finch, I like it. I think it's cool. Do I think it's, $195 cool? I have to think about that one. So
well, I mean, I probably need to classify myself because I sometimes I go 50-50. I'll easily buy a knife over $100, but I try to stay below 200. But I buy mainly I buy about a $50 knife, primarily. So, but I was bringing that up because I don't know if you're familiar with traditional pocket knives, but
I got a bunch of them here because I started
traditionalpocketknives.com.
Yeah, them too. Yeah, Austin's place.
I bought the Ohio River Jack,
the
jig version and titanium,
right,
yesterday. So I was just thinking, anybody buy that knife besides me? Anybody in the chat?
Well, I know that he sent a bunch out to JB at Big Red.
Yeah.
You know, so he got all of them, but I don't know if he just sent them to him or, you know, I'm pretty sure JB didn't buy them all. I don't even know how much those are going for.
The
Ohio
this was $165 for the jig titanium. I believe it's M392.
Yes, they're all M390.
So when you think about it, like that Finch, like I would buy the Ohio River Jack before I'd buy the Finch, and it was 165, whereas the Finch is 195.
Right.
With a lesser steel, I think.
Yeah, they're 154 cm for the Finch.
He sent him. Austin sent him to Stevie too. I think he sent him. Okay. He sent him 5 also. I don't know. Gary, I bought the. Oh, okay. Oh, the warning. I probably went with the unpopular one, but I really love spear points. I went with the spear point version instead of the warning. I like warnies.
SOBX.
I like warnies a lot, but I went with the spear point for some reason. I like spear points.
Yeah, I like the spear point on that one too. Yeah, I hear you, Jake, about running out of time. Sometimes something has to give, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I took your advice on dyeing the scales on the petrified fish on the Victor to get out the color. I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not, but you know, putting the mineral oil on it to get it.
Oh, mineral oil.
Yeah.
I thought you said dye. Like, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. If I said dye, I meant that
mineral oil. Yeah.
But yeah, I still love this knife. It's so awesome.
I have mine around. Yeah. So I put that mineral oil on maybe twice, but I've had this a while, and it's. I mean, which version do you have? You had the black. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the black, same as yours. Yeah.
Yep. Do you like this knife? I love this knife.
I do. I love it. It fits my hand just perfect. I love the blade shape. Love that action on it. I mean, this is just totally, you know, drop shut.
I like how you can finger flick it out. It's made for righties, though. You don't have the shadow box on the other side.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You got dogs and cats, right?
I do. It's okay, Riv. Yeah, that may happen from time to time.
Well, that doesn't bother me. My cats will probably like, what's going on?
Well, he heard something he didn't like, so he's letting off the alarm.
Oh, hey, Grumpy.
Best security system.
Are you familiar with Grumpy Garrett?
Oh, yes, I am.
Yep, he's here.
Hey, Grumpy.
SOBX, if I didn't say hello, SOBX.
Yeah. SOBX is here. Yeah.
Aberdeen Blades, JN. JN.
Hi, guys.
Does wood. JN does, I think it's called Touchwood. And he made a walking stick for me.
Oh, okay.
When I felt like last year, I fell in the snow, but I got kind of injured, and I mean, I was able to get up and stuff, but I was injured for about a week, and I think he heard about it, that he and just made me out of the kindness of his heart, made me a walking stick.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Hey, Mike Upchurch, and I love knives. Hey, Papa Rhino's here. You were here earlier. You were here super early. Oh, man. Mimo, did you have to pay for the 2 knives that got swapped or swiped at the border? Which version are you getting? You getting did you go with the green one or the blue one with the stonewash, Mimo? This is an awesome petrified fish. This is my favorite.
It is. Yeah, this is the only one I own. But yeah, totally love this. This is just an awesome knife. You know,
I don't think I own any more either. I think I used to own 2, but I gave them away. So this is the only one I got.
Yeah, I had the beluga that I reviewed from JB. He sent that to me to review, and then I sent it back. But then this one I actually purchased, the petrified fish Victor. Yeah, I liked that. And if you guys, sorry, I'm gonna
go ahead.
Shameless plug for everybody here. I am doing a giveaway on my channel. Yeah, and this is the knife. It's a Caviso drop penguin, S35 VN, Timascus clip, titanium scales. So go over to my channel, leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and this may go home with you. You never know. And we'll show it some more if you want.
Are you do you have a wrench? You comment in the chat, and I can give you a wrench so you can post your link. Well, I'll post your link for you, but I was just I always tend to give everybody a wrench, and I always forget. So
of course I can't do this. There you go. It's on there.
Oh now yeah, you have a wrench already. Okay. So I posted your link to your channel, so hopefully everybody go over to the giveaway or RJ's channel and enter the giveaway.
Yeah, you and Michael.
I think it's the second or third video over, if I remember right. On that, second one over.
Yeah, be the second one because
it's called the Fun Knife Friday 1K giveaway.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah, another. I didn't know if you got on the list for this one or not. The Rosecraft blades. The Alenta.
I believe I'm on the list for one of those, but I don't think I'm on the list for that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's kind of like it fits in your hand, kind of like a sway back in a way, but then the blade shape is very pointy, very slicey. This just came too. I just got this yesterday.
The blade looks big.
It is. It is pretty big. Here's the for comparison. Here's the petrified fish. So.
Okay. Well.
So just a
petrified fish is much bigger.
Yeah, just a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But it's just the camera.
So is it considered is a trailing point or something?
Yeah, I think I would call it a trailing point, but it's got a flipper, it has thumb studs, and you can, open it with your thumb. It works pretty good. Just an interesting knife. I'll have a full review on this guy, coming up probably next week.
Is it on bearings?
I don't know. I'll have to check the website and see if it's on bearings, but it's very smooth. That's for sure. Nice detent, flies right out. And these guys are right in my wheelhouse because I think these are like $33 on their website.
Yeah, all of it. I think they're all budgets.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I haven't seen, for some reason, I haven't seen their traditional line that's come. I've seen pictures, but I haven't seen the knife in person.
They haven't come out yet. They're coming. They were talking about on their Instagram that they'll be here soon, but they do have the modern knives are out already.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I do too, Jake. I like what Rosecraft is doing.
I hope Rosecraft gets their dream, because they want to build their knives in the USA. So
yeah,
I hope they
think
succeed.
Totally doable. Yeah, it's doable. I just hope the price doesn't go way up. For that.
I fear that we'll probably go up. When they do that.
Yeah, because I mean, let's say for $30, this is all day long. For $90, I don't know. Yeah.
yeah. It's I wouldn't pay $90 for that probably. But I wouldn't pay $195 for this either.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Most of my knives are probably maybe the $50 to $70 range, but I have like 2 cases next to me, about 44 knives that are in 100 and over.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Oh, Winchester's here. Hey, Winchester.
Yeah, he congratulated you on your 1K.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that.
Mid to late September on the traditionals.
Yeah, on the for Rosecraft.
Okay, that's coming up. We're about in the middle of September already.
Yeah, I agree with you, Patty. That the slip joint with the big forward choil, I saw that too, and I like their slip joint designs. They're pretty cool. They really are.
So, Patty, did you buy the Ohio River Jack? I know you like traditionals. I won't sit around waiting for him to answer. Andy Armstrong today for Rose.
Okay, Winchester. Yep, drop back in as you need to.
I'd be in and out, fellas. I don't want to miss anyone. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm surprised. They're still available. I think last time I checked, I think they're only 100 each. 100 each of the models, the blade shapes. So, I don't know how to share my screen. For some reason, I'm trying. Let's see.
Well, he's trying to share his screen.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
So these are the 3 are available right now. This is the spear point, the warning, and the sheep's foot. So I bought the spear point version.
Yeah, that's the one I liked too. Was the spear point?
Yeah, it's still available. So I'm going to click on every one of them just to see if they're available. Yeah, they're still available on the warning, and I like QSP, and I'm kind of glad that QSP made them.
Oh yeah. QSP is just awesome. They're knocking it out of the park. In fact, I just got the pangolin the other day too. It just came like yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this is a big boy on this one. But yeah, QSP is awesome. This really feels good in hand. The way that they have the finger grooves and stuff, that just fits normal. That fits really good for me.
As long as it's done right, it's pretty cool. Like for the right size hands. You probably have large size hands too, right?
Yeah. And this has really thick blade stock too. I don't get the camera get right, but yeah. The construction on these is just perfect. Nice open construction, really nice handles, and like I said, it comes with this. The clip was pretty good. I wore this today. It was a pretty good knife. It did its first cutting duties. But yeah, this is a nice one. And so full review coming on that too. I'm giving you guys some old ones and some new ones. How's that? And you were talking about earlier, did we have any new knives? I do have a new knife. Have you seen the Uncle Henry Roadie? It's just a little guy, but it has this really neat bail on it. It's just a single bladed pocket knife.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got the.
I really like single blades, and that's nice. I don't have any knives with traditional knives with bails.
Yeah,
I like them.
Yeah, this is
I had them in the
cool
past.
little knife.
So you have Uncle Henry. You have a code with them, or you have a relationship with them, right?
With Old Timer. With
Old Timer. Okay.
Yeah, with
I was thinking Uncle Henry. Does
but yeah, Schrade
have a relationship with Uncle Henry?
Yeah, Schrade had Old Timer and Uncle Henry and Imperial, and I think there was also a Hammer brand and a couple other brands that they've had throughout the years, and they're all under that umbrella. So they're all owned by Battenfeld Technology.
Does Jersey Pete have a relationship? I
believe Pete
he had
a
lots of old Henrys on
Uncle
his
Henry
channel once. Okay.
Yeah, he did, and so did JB.
Oh, okay. Were they? So do they get a cut and when somebody uses a code or something?
I don't know how that worked. They didn't say anything about a code or anything. They just were sent out knives for promo, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was a good deal. They both got, a big box of knives.
I watched Jersey Pete. He had like a huge batch of knives.
Yeah, it was like 10 or 12. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like the whole line. It was pretty crazy.
Because I've never heard of Old Henry until I watched that video. I'm not like a traditional knife person. I mean, if I hear about it, then I'll look at it, but I really don't go seeking out that much. Right. I'm more of like a traditional with a modern touch, modern materials and stuff.
Kind of like this one here, my old favorite roper.
Yeah.
With the
so that's I have like the
thumb stud.
What do you call it? What's that brand that's called that SMK makes? Okay.
Rough Rider?
Rough Rider. So I mean, I like this little Rough Rider. Yeah,
that's a doctor's
knife, called a Queen. It's called a doctor's knife, I believe.
Yeah, that's the Queen cutlery doctor knife.
I had on my channel to give this away, but no one claimed it, and then I kept it because I like it. I mean, no one claimed it, and they're like, "Oh, I'll keep it."
There you go. But yeah, that's a good knife.
Yeah, so I have quite a few Rough Riders. I mean, I've bought quite a few Rough Riders and sold them, but
yeah, my favorite Rough Rider is still this little red Copperhead.
Oh, okay.
For a long time, 2 blades, but yeah, this was like the first one of the first Rough Riders that I ever got. I bought this in the and then there was the titanium canoe, the one that had the black bone and the blacked out blade.
Okay,
I like that one too, but this one has been a constant favorite, for all that time.
I always watch your Instagrams. You're into like taking a traditional knife and you're a modern knife with you.
Yes.
Daily, right.
Yeah. And then however I feel, whatever kind of mood I'm in is what knife I pull out to use, or where I'm at, if it's more, a place where there's a lot of people and stuff. A lot of people don't get upset when you pull out, like this little Uncle Henry, you can do a lot of good work with that, or the copperhead. But then, some people might look twice, when you all of a sudden are, clacking out, this, and they see the black blade, and they kind of like go, what's going on?
That looks menacing.
Exactly. And I don't want to menace anybody.
King Snake Jake, are you talking about that that classic that JB had on his channel that looked like a 45 grip? And are you talking about that? I like that too. I'm trying to keep up on the comments, and if anybody has a question. Zen Ali has a question for you.
Have I handled the Cinnamon Bone Stag Copperhead? I forget. I think I just bought the Cinnamon Bone Stag Barlow was what I got. I didn't get the Copperhead in that series.
Carry the flip pommel.
Yep, and then Byron's right about the doctor knife. So in a way, it's more like a pharmacist knife, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it does have a flat pommel, like you said.
Yeah, to crush up pills, and then a spatula to count them out, or to divide it up or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think that was.
And Tom Weingart. Hey, Tom.
I mean, I can't imagine performing surgery on it with this knife, but it's just a name, right? It's not anything that doctors use, right?
As far as I know, but back in the old days, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, if anybody asks me traditional questions, I don't know. I know that these are called covers instead of scales.
That's right. Yeah.
For this one, if I had to judge the pull, I would say maybe a 3. It's a really
well. The scale, the pull scale is so subjective. I mean, pretty much.
That's just a person that just makes it up, right? I mean, there's no
how does it? Yeah, because how
scaled
does it
out there that you can read, right?
Yeah, because they say a 1 is like there's no snap, no nothing. It just almost falls open. And then a 10 is like you're gonna rip your fingernail off instead of open it,
right?
It's welded shut. So then anywhere in between that, and what's a 5 to me could be a 7 to you, or vice versa. It's just whatever. But yeah, I never have been able to figure that out. So sometimes I just guess at what I think it is. I have some that are tough, but they're not that tough.
Yeah, I used to have a Sunfish or something by Shat and Morgan, and that was my most expensive traditional until like really traditional, but it had a pull like of 9 or 10. I felt like I was going to break my fingernail off to pull it out.
With Sunfish,
I sold it to somebody that was in the chat. I think I don't remember who I sold it to. I it's either I either sold it to ProX or who SOBX. I think I sold it SOBX or ProX. I think SOBX, and I was like wondering if he was in the chat and still had it and could tell me what the pull was, because it was awful hard. But I think he cleaned it out. He cleaned it out, blow it out or something using oil, and he said it opened better.
Yeah, I have some on the Sunfish. It seems like some of them are really hard to open, and then others they're just super easy to open. But I did have a question in the chat from Old Fart. What do I think of the cotton sampler style? I only have one. I tried it out. I like it a lot. It's a full-size one. It's a Rough Rider. That's from their Micarta series. I didn't pull it out here on the table, but I could go get it if you need me to. But that one had a pretty strong pull on it, and I think it's cool because it's like a fat scalpel in a way. Or let me see, I did bring a trapper with me because I always got to have one around. And so the end of the blade, it kind of looks like a spay blade in a way, but I don't know if this camera's picking it up.
I can see it.
But then it's got a lot more belly. So like instead of where this is angling up, it's got a lot more belly. But it is just like a big giant spay blade in a way. It's just a big fat bulbous end. But really a kind of a very cool knife. Something that definitely is a conversation starter and something that's not seen a lot. But I think they're really a very cool kind of a blade shape. So definitely unique, something. Yeah, they caught my eye too. And I think either way you go, with a full size or with the mini, because the mini's like a 3.5. So you're still going to have a really good blade there. But yeah, they're pretty cool. And then Patty, you're right. You know a 10 when you find one on the scale. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, what was that one knife that you were showing that there's a traditional knife that you can the blade was designed to be opened with one hand. What was that called?
Oh, yeah, that's the one-handed razor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it had a notch in the end of the blade.
So that QSP knife that reminded you of I can't remember that QSP knife that came out. You reviewed it, and then I reviewed it. It was the slip joint with like a razor type blade.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was very similar, but it didn't have the catch. It stood up really high above the frame, but it didn't have a hook to grab onto the table. But I really like that slip joint a lot. I got to tell you, the
hedgehog,
joint,
yes.
Yeah, hedgehog.
I always forget the name of that. Yeah, but
yeah,
I like that. The hedgehog. I wouldn't get the green version. I'm kind of waiting for them to show the other versions. For some reason I didn't like the green, but I like the knife. So
yeah, that whole knife was really nice. I thought everything. I like the green.
I mean,
micarta finish. It was fun.
$70 knife, maybe 60, 70.
Yeah, I think it's going to come in right around $60.
The spring was superb.
Yes, that was a perfect slip joint. It absolutely was. It's a good modern slip joint.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, I watched your review and you talked about it so much, and I think I asked you what it was, or maybe and then you recommended, and so I got on the list after I watched the review.
Yeah, because it was kind of like a cleaver shape to the blade,
right?
What it was, and but yeah, if it would have had a hook, it reminded me a lot of the Easy Open. It was the Rough Rider Reserve #1, which was.
Yeah, I remember you talking about the Easy Open knife, but I don't remember which one. And it was that one.
Yeah, it was that one, because that was a thing that they came out with those after the Civil War, really, because there were so many guys that were missing an arm that they needed to be able to open a knife, with one hand, so they could catch it on a table or a fence or whatever was around, so they could use it.
You always think, I always watch movies and westerns, and if it's Civil War, you see them hacking arms all the time, or legs and stuff.
Yes,
they just hacked away.
Yeah. No good medicine back there, that's for sure.
I'm trying to find some Finch blade or knives, just because they always give me that traditional feeling. So this is like a modern kind of a spay blade, right? Take on a
kind of
spade blade,
I
maybe.
think it's more like a spear point.
Okay.
Myself, but
Well, it has a big belly, but
yeah, it does. Well, actually, I guess it's
I
got a
always
flip.
I always was like, what do they call the knife? A spade blade or a clip point
Well,
or whatever.
the clip point, like here's a traditional clip point is like this, and
Right.
then, like here's like on our Victors that we had. Here you go. Here's a more modern one. So
Yeah.
that's easy to tell. Then the spade blade, I actually have a couple of them here. I have the one that was on the Trapper that I showed earlier. So
Right.
see, this part here is not sharp. So you have a little bit of a point, and then you have all this belly to cut. I keep forgetting that my camera goes backwards on this on this live stream. So it basically, so you can cut things without, like, say you wanted to skin something, you could go in from underneath and
Without stabbing.
without stabbing into the guts. Right. You could skin something easier. Here's one on a Stockman, so it's just a stubbier version, but it's the same thing, that you have the not sharp on top, with a little point on the end, and then you got the belly of the knife there. So, and of course, this is a Roper Stockman, so I'm pretty fond of it. Sorry, my camera work is not good on this one because I'm not left-handed. But if I was left-handed, this would be perfect for the camera.
Right. So, have you handled many Finch knives? Because have you seen the Harvester?
I've handled exactly two. One of them being this buffalo tooth, and then the other one I reviewed as part of the Apex group, the Roadrunner, which I really liked the Roadrunner. But yeah, so this is the buffalo tooth, big, like a folding, flipping sunfish knife, but really a fun little guy, that's for sure.
Is there a traditional blade that matches this shape?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Patty and I have to research it, so I'm not so good off the top of my head, but there's every shape that you have, pretty much there's a traditional pattern for it, except for the really crazy.
Oh, ram's foot. Okay, yeah.
Ram's foot.
I reviewed this knife, and I probably looked it up and said ram's foot, but I forget.
I do too. I have to look for the difference between a ram's foot, a sheep's foot, and a lamb's foot.
If it's a traditional, I always kind of forget what the information, because I don't collect many traditionals. But this is a modern traditional, so
yeah. I'm glad you found.
I love this blade. I think I love this knife. I think Finch came out with it in 2020, and I said it was the best Finch knife, in 2020. But I don't know how everyone else thought about it. But I love this.
Right. Yep, Matty is here. He found his keyboard. He said he was lurking, but now he's good.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, here's a sheep's foot that was on. This is on that same Stockman that I had. So this is a sheep's foot blade.
I sent you a link, Matty. You can come on if you want. Everybody likes this knife.
Yeah, there you go. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, this is the Holiday, the Doc Holiday.
Yep.
And I like lanyards, and I tied a lanyard on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably everybody's like, "Oh man, you ruined the knife with the lanyard," but I like lanyards.
It's your knife, make it your own.
I mean, you can, it's easy to cut it off, but if I get tired of it, but
Yeah, exactly.
I always make my own lanyards, so I don't like to buy pre-made lanyards, and I always make my own, and if I have to take them apart, I just have to cut them off.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't put lanyards on everything, just on some stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't put it on everything, just some knives.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like this knife. I was trying to learn how to learn how to tie a diamond knot. So this is like a round ball, like.
Yeah.
And so this is the CRKT. What do you call it? PLR3.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This the only method to open in this knife is the finger flick, or I don't have very good experience thumb flicking a knife in a hole. I usually finger flick. Have you mastered the finger flicking? Have you been practicing?
I do have to practice on some knives. It's the front flippers and top flippers that really give me trouble.
Yeah, top flippers give the most trouble.
Yes,
but I think I can spidey flick most knives. But this is if you want to buy a cheap knife and learn how to spidey flick, I can recommend the CRKT PLR3. It's super easy to flick open, spidey flick. You can't fail it.
Yeah.
I mean, and you won't break the budget.
Right.
So this is a top flipper, and I always spidey flick this too because I hate top flippers.
Yeah.
But I can flick it because it has like a big rooster head.
Big rooster comb on it.
Not flick it open. This is
right.
I forget this name. This is the Damn Designs Gin, I think. XL. This is the big version of it.
Right. Yeah, the big banana.
Hey, Maddie, you can come on. I sent you a link on Instagram. You can read all the chats and keep me updated on the chats. Coxcomb. Yeah. Yeah. I thought about removing this coxcomb, but I got used to flicking it open and like, oh, okay, I'll keep it. I wish I wish I could reduce the size of the height, but maybe I would screw it up. But I still like finger flicking it out. I like this knife. It fits my hand perfectly. And I choke up on this. There's not a choil there, but I like to grip it this way. So
yeah,
this is one of my favorite knives, and this is a $50 knife, $50 knife.
Yeah,
it's in 14C 28N, I believe.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good steel. That's for sure.
That yellow harvester is the coolest thing. Finches. Yeah, I agree. I really love. I used to think the Holiday was the coolest, but I really like this harvester, and I changed the pivot. You can see I bronzed the hardware, the screws, and the pivot. For some reason,
I remember when you did that. That made it look really good, I thought.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
So this is the only one I did, and you can't tell on the screws. Maybe you can tell, but they're bronze too. But I didn't change anything else, and I left the titanium. If I knew how to anodize, I probably would have anodized the titanium clip too.
Right.
That's my next step to learning how to do ano. But I bronze stuff on my stove, and I use a a measuring cup. I put all the hardware in the measuring cup, and I heat up the measuring cup on an electric stove, and it usually bronze the hardware nicely. I do liners too.
Yeah.
What's everybody talking about?
I don't know.
I like
the GEC fixed blades and
front flipper. I can do. Kaiser Urban Bowie. Yeah, I really like the Kaiser Urban Bowie, but I missed out, and like there's so many nice that come along. If I don't buy it right away, it goes out of my mind, and like, oh man, I missed that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And I'll go back and catch up, and it'll be stuff that people reviewed like a year ago or 6 months ago, and then that's okay, because then when I do it, it's fresh again for people because they forgot they watched that review before. So
right.
At least I hope that's the way it goes. Oh, thank you, Mattisfaction. Yeah, it was took a while to get to 1K, but I'm glad I got here. That's for sure.
I mean, I'm probably in the same gate as you. I think I took a mainly year and 4 months to year and 6 months, and you said that took you the same time.
Right. I think that's true.
We're not sexy women, because so if we're a sexy woman, you'll release 8 videos and go to 3,000 right away. There's a girl out there, and I don't know her, but I watched her videos, and she released 8 videos, and she was shot to 2,500 or something within 10 days or something.
Wow.
But sadly, she doesn't have it hours,
Right, exactly.
So you got to do lives, and a lot of lives to get the hours in, right?
Sorry, a cat has decided to join me, so if it looks like an earthquake in the back.
You see my cat earlier. He was sitting between my legs and putting his paws up, so I held him for a little bit.
It's not time to eat yet. He's like, you're here, feed me.
Yeah, my cats always sometimes want to get in on the
there you go. He's in the live stream now.
Yeah. Do your cats show you your butt, their butt every time?
No.
My cats always show me their butt, and I looked that up, and I'm like, they're showing me their butt because they're happy and comfortable around me, and they offer the butt to smell, but I don't smell butts.
Yeah, that's for sure. We won't have.
Yeah, but I notice when they do it to each other, the other cat smells their butt.
Right. Yeah, because I have cats.
Yeah, it's a sign of trust.
Run around, they're constantly, nose to tail, and it's like, what are you guys doing? You're not dogs.
Yeah, well, one of my cats, Paxton, sleeps with me right by my pillow. So I'll wake up at night sometimes, and he'll stand up, and he'll have his butt right in my face. And I'll push him off the bed.
Oh, Patina, that's funny.
Oh man. What did someone say that
they said you need to get in there, Gary?
Pocket Metal angry, because he's always angry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've bronzed this cheap Effengrow knife. I dyed the scales kind of a purple, but I bronzed the hardware on this, and the pocket clip didn't come out right, so I need to redo the pocket clip. But this is a front flipper that it has a double detent locking system. But I did some stone washing or an acid etching on the blade. Just
that's good.
A funky pattern.
Yeah.
But I tried to do, I don't know if you can see it. It's an LR, Last Ranger.
Yeah. That's cool.
So I forget, there's a spot where you can press on the knife. It will easily snap close. Yeah. So but it's a cheap double detent F and Grow that I experimented on.
Yeah, I didn't get in on that one. What was it was the first Appalachian Drifter was a double detent. So I missed out on that one. But that one always interested me. But some people said that they thought that knife was kind of scary. But I never...
I think they re-released that with a locking mechanism, right?
They did, because I did get to review the Drifter too. Yeah, that was a cool knife. I like that one too.
Yeah, I think Stuff We Do has both versions. I think he did it on his channel.
Yeah. Yeah, I like watching his channel.
I think Stuff We Do visit your channel too, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen his comments on there.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know what time it is in South Africa, but it's probably morning or something, or maybe
no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I occasionally see him on SKL.
Yeah, he had just gotten to 2,000. Right.
Yeah, man, he's shooting up there, man. Yeah. He went to 1,000 like months after me, and he's surpassed me. I told him he would surpass me though. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, I think I'm at 1.6. I mean, I just do this for fun.
Yeah,
I'm not looking to make a career out of it.
Exactly.
I like to do it.
Yeah, I just enjoy doing the videos and stuff, and I'm kind of excited now that I did get past 1K to kind of build the channel in a couple of different areas and stuff, and do some more live streams and stuff like that. It's just kind of figuring out how to get all that to work and how to do that and set it up, and hopefully everybody will want to come along and
hopefully you can get some BPEX guys to like come on as co-host too.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll come on as a co-host, but or anybody like if you do lives, make sure that it's a co-host. Keep the conversation going on, probably. Because it's weird to talking to yourself, like talking to people that can't talk back, they can type back, and that's it.
Yeah, it's kind of,
for some reason I don't think it's weird when I'm the person that's in the comments, but it's weird when I'm the person talking to the commenters.
Right, and that's what I'm kind of trying to get in practice of, looking at comments and then talking to you two, showing stuff for the camera, trying to make it entertaining for everybody, because not everybody just wants to sit here and look at two old white guys.
Right. I tried to get my friend to join us, but he's a non-knife guy, but he occasionally buys knives. I tried to get him on, but he said that he was at soccer practice or something. But
yeah. Okay.
Just in case I didn't have anybody show up, I tried to get.
Okay. Yeah.
And I said Stevie and Mattisfaction, and I invited everybody in their group of friends, and
right. And
I'm just happy that you showed up.
Wow, and at first I felt special. I thought I was the only one.
No, I invited you first.
Oh, did you?
I sent you first, and I didn't hear back right away. So, oh man, I need backup just in case. But I think you got back to me probably after you worked or something. I think I don't remember when I sent you, but it was like during the day when you were working, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was right before I went to work. I was just getting ready to walk out the door and looked at my
Oh,
phone.
it was early morning. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because
Okay.
because like right now it's 10 after 8 here.
Yeah, I always have trouble with time because being working from home, it's
Right.
like for me, it's like any time of the day I'll be working. Like sometimes
Yeah.
I'll wake up and then I'll work at 12 to like 7 in the morning. And
Right.
I want to text people, but no one's up. I once texted my ex-wife asking her a question, and she got mad because she was sleeping. It was like 4 in the morning, but I forgot, like I wasn't thinking the time.
Oh yeah, Patty. I know what you're talking about. You get hungry every time you watch him because he's always cooking something on his patio stuff we do. Uh,
Oh
yeah,
man,
he's
yeah. Every video
yeah,
has to do with I forget what he calls it, but basically barbecue, right?
right. Yeah, it's basically grilling here, but yeah, he calls it braai.
Yeah, Bry, and I can't believe that. I mean, I believe it, but I can't believe all his kids eat meat because that's good because I couldn't get my kids to eat meat until they were teenagers. They're all like vegetarians. Like my
Wow,
son hated meat
not
until
even chicken
he
nuggets.
became a teenager.
Yeah, that comment, Winchester, that's for Gary. I know.
You can text me, but it has to be accompanied by a pic. Okay. Yeah, I'll text you with when I'm eating spaghetti off my chest. Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
habit of taking my shirt off if I'm eating something that is going to possibly get on my shirt. Like I was eating spaghetti, and I'm like, I don't want spaghetti to get on my shirt, so I took my shirt off, and I took a picture
Maybe you
just for
should
the hell
make
of it.
your next sticker will be some spaghetti noodles, but the sauce will make a LR, or Wastelanders at the bottom of the plate, all messy.
Yeah, I think I edited that picture to make it look different. Like I sewed my lips shut, and I don't remember. I put the picture on Instagram. It was very creepy.
I think I saw that picture. I think I was wondering what the
It
heck
must
was
have
going
been.
on with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes like like I said, working from home.
Ah,
Uh,
there he is. There's stuff we do. Good morning.
hey,
We were just talking about you.
stuff we do. Speak of the devil.
Yeah.
So good morning. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
morning
Good
for you.
morning there.
But he probably has to go to work at normal times.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully it's early enough he can watch us for a while.
Yeah, I've been falling behind in my views of other people's channels, but sometimes not. Like I fall behind in comments. I'll watch people's videos. I'll watch your videos
So
and
good
like
night,
I'll
old
lay
friend.
in the bed and watch your videos and like, but I have been developing a bad habit of not commenting.
Yeah, I think for me it's hard to because of how I view YouTube and stuff, because I watch it on my television, but I can't leave comments on my television, so I have to have my phone, and so I'll watch a couple videos or go down the rabbit hole of YouTube like we all do, and then I have to go back and remember, oh, I watched this video and I watched this video and I watched that video, because I did that with stuff we do this morning. He I watched the one he did on the button lock knives, and I was going to leave a comment, and I haven't left a comment yet, and I was going to tell him that I like that Kaiser knife that is his favorite button lock that he has.
Kaiser original or something? Is that it?
I don't know which Kaiser it is, but
Okay. There
maybe
was
he
there
tells
was a
comments.
button lock. I
But
think it's called the original, but
Yeah,
I don't have it. So.
That's a nice one. He said it's his favorite, so I like it. I would like to try that one out because that looked like a good one to me.
My favorite button lock is the Civivi Conspirator. It has super weak detent, but it makes it great for spider flicking. But it has a
flipper,
traditional flipper. So, but this was my favorite button lock. Like, I think, I mean, I don't got many button locks, but I waited for this one to come out, and I'm very happy with it. I added a pocket clip to it. I changed the pocket clip to a titanium milled clip. So I think this is a CJRB clip on the Civivi knife.
Well, if it fits, that's all that matters.
It had it didn't quite fit because the screws weren't long enough, so I had to take my Dremel and Dremel the other side of the clip. You can't see it because the clip mates to the wood, but under the underside I had to Dremel it to lower the thickness to get the screws to engage.
Right.
And then I think after I did that, other people or other manufacturers or other people were telling me, hey, you can buy longer screws here, or you can buy that clip that will fit with longer screws. But I didn't know that, so I worked on that. Getting the screws to work is the problem. Yep.
That's for sure. Yeah, I have an aftermarket clip that was gifted to me that I can't use because the knife's screws for the original clip aren't long enough. So I have to go find some little T6s that will work for that too.
Yeah, I read your comment, Winchester. I could make Last Ranger spelled out in cursive with noodles and do a puddle of blood splatter. I probably could do that.
It said Stevie is knocking on the door.
Oh shit! Okay, I didn't notice him. Sorry. How long have you been there?
Like an hour and a half.
I mean, you don't notice people. Oh yeah, you got my shirt on. I finally ordered. I ordered one of those shirts. It hasn't come yet. For some reason, I ordered those shirts and they take forever to get them.
Forever. Yeah. What's up, RJ?
Not much, Stevie. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Good deal.
It was a late Tuesdays are usually pretty busy for me, so I just got home from work just a little bit ago, then had to do some little dinner stuff for the kiddo, and
of course
I'm ready to unwind with you folks.
Did you see my comment on your the Evolve knife that you were? Is it an Indian American Indian name to you? The knife review that you did on
the Navajo?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know how you pronounce it, so
I've never heard it pronounced, but it's spelled Navajo. So
yeah, I'm like, is that Navajo? Because it looks like Navajo, and I have a Apache, and they have a thing for BRS, have a thing for Indian names, American Indian.
Yeah, that knife is interesting. Like I said I've already sent it along, but it's plain Jane. Like there's nothing wow factor.
It looks nicely built.
Yes, the fit and finish and everything on it is great. It's just it's boring. Meaning it's just a knife.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good knife. And I don't know how I conveyed that in my video that's not a knock on it, but I need a little bit of every knife to me is a knife. I need a little bit of a wow factor.
Yeah.
it didn't have it. But that being said, I did say it's, for the price point, with what you're getting, it wasn't too bad.
How did you get that knife?
Kevin sent it to me. It's not an
okay.
Apex. Kevin kind of has his own pass around going on, so
okay. So he's in an Apex, but he probably never takes knives out of it.
Yeah, he definitely, I think, gets in on a lot of those. But then he's also got so much other stuff coming in. He'll just randomly, in the Apex group, he'll be like, hey, are you in the Black Widow also?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what Black Widow is.
Black Widow's like Apex, only it's ran by Knife Dude. If you know who Knife Dude is. Is that the
young kid? I remember there was a young kid that had a group. Okay.
Yeah. And Kevin, I think, throws up a knife once in a while in there and be like, hey, if anybody's interested, let me know. And that's, if I can get, the pass around groups are awesome. Only to me, though, if I can get in on the path of travel early on, then I do it. If not, when you're at the bottom of the list of 13 people and you're going to have the 13th video out and, it's going to be 3 months before you get it, I'll usually just pass. So,
yeah, I was glad that I got that winter
the factor,
because the factor was really early, but there's a long list, and I don't know that guy that I passed it to, but he kept it a long time. I think he kept it over a month.
Oh, wow, really?
But I didn't want to say anything, but I saw it showed up as sent to another person, and I'm like, I looked at the dates, I'm like, man, he kept it a long time, more than 10 days, I think. But I don't want to call anybody out.
Blade Banter did just repost a thing saying, hey, 10 days max. So maybe that was in response to that.
Right.
I mean, I feel bad if I have it for more than like a week.
Yeah. I mean, if you
especially
saw
that
my earlier,
knife.
like I'm truckless, or I'm vehicle-less. So I'm trying to get my ex-wife to pick up this knife and mail it, because I'll be close to a week very soon. Or 10 days.
It's the least she could do after she cut your brake lines, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, I really want to hear what happened, but I called all around.
Did you get it towed?
I got it towed, and everywhere I called around that I deal with, they couldn't get till Saturday. So I had it towed. My truck's sitting there, but unless somebody cancels, they won't get to look at it till Saturday. So I'm without a vehicle at least till Saturday or longer. How long it takes for the repair.
Hey, C. Lemansky.
My ex said she would call me around and everything. So
yeah, Mimo, 3 stages of growing
the
the beard.
Patchy, the BRS Evolve Patchy. So this knife is unusual looking.
That's true.
I think this knife is what you're looking for, like in a something special type of knife.
I like that. Is it a pivot collar? Is that
it's like
red?
It's a aluminum pivot. Like, I always want to say it's like the Kroll glaive, but it's not it's not that. But it looks like a cool type of throwing star. And so this is when they released this is the little brother of it. They released the button lock version of it.
Oh, I have no clue about those knives.
So this is a knife that I had super trouble with. This is a button lock, and this is like a little knife, a little version of it.
Oh yeah.
And it has a hole in it blade, but you can't really thumb flick it because the detent's so strong you will break your finger before you get the thumb flick or spidey flick.
Is it like the size of like the Suru?
Yeah. That's
like, is that comparable?
I have a Suru, so
okay.
Let's see. Yeah, it's
Okay,
basically
okay.
the size of a Suru, but a Suru is better because it has the front choil that you can choke
The
up on.
choil.
But
Right.
this doesn't. So it's a 3
Hanging off. Yeah.
knife because you can't do it. Choke up on it. It has a flipper tab. I wish it didn't have. I was gonna delete the flipper tab if I could Spidey flick it out, but I have so much trouble with this knife. I almost sent it back, but I took it apart and effed with it, and I got it to at least
snap out.
Spidey flick out. Has a great snap.
The flipper tab on the other one looks pretty obtrusive.
Oh yeah, it's super big. It's super tall. Like, but I mean, it could.
It looks like it gives it a.
It could go
good
with the
slack,
reduction.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't like use this line to flick it out. I mean, I can't.
The fuller, you can't.
I can't use this fuller. I've tried, and I don't have any. I cut my nails, so I think you have to have a nail to go in there. I've tried to like. Yeah, I can't.
Hey, DiverDave.
I can't do it. Hey, DiverDave. So
DiverDave.
Yeah,
good morning.
I like the Suru, but I've never carried it. You know, I mean, I've had it for maybe 2 or 3 years, so I used to carry it, but this is another one that I had a lanyard too.
Vox does small knives really well.
Yeah, they do.
They always seem to punch above their size. Like, I don't know if I have my knife case out here, but like
I always like the design on this one. I love the holes. And the wire clip. The wire clip is super huge.
Yeah, I like wire clip on knives more and more. You know.
Let's see. Where
I've been missing out on the chat. Diver Dave, hey.
Diver Dave. He says he's at work, so he can't listen in.
C. Lamaski.
Yep.
Welcome. EDC Oz, welcome.
EDC Oz.
Patina, I didn't welcome you, but I made you a moderator, or I think so. If anybody wants to be a moderator, that's fine with me. I haven't noticed any porn bots showing up.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, the porn bots are leaving me alone, but they bother you guys all the time.
Yeah. mainly Maddie. I think that says something about Maddie.
I think it's all the butt talk.
One of the better knives I have from Vox is this little guy.
That's nice.
The Dapper Ion.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's cool.
I mean, this is for comparison.
I like the fat blade, the flat. I mean, that's a clip point, right?
Yeah, for sure. Comparison.
Oh, I like how it's fat on the end.
That's the Kube Momentum. You know, I think that this is like a 2.69, something like that, inch blade. But it doesn't have a choil or anything. XL to double XL hands. I get a perfect purchase on it and still have just enough. And like, this is a knife that made me realize. So I've had this for a couple of years now. I carried this. I did my own 1 month challenge a little over a year ago. And this is the only knife that I carried. And it made me realize that honestly, for most of my tasks, I can get by with a little knife.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't need, I like a bigger knife, but the Dapper is what made me realize I just, this thing is small but mighty. It punches way above its size. Micarta, I think it's M390. It's a Blade HQ exclusive Vox. I'm pretty sure that this is it's either a Fox or a Viper is the OEM. It's an Italian OEM for sure.
Okay.
They're all basically the same.
Have a lynch clip on it. You probably have hundreds of lynch clips.
I probably have 10 or so knives.
So do you like? I mean, do you? Does lynch clip fit any knife normally? Okay.
No, definitely not. Most wire replacements. So it's designed to replace the Spyderco wire clip. That's what it is, a Spyderco wire clip replacement.
Oh, okay.
But it fits some giant mouse knives, and it fits some other wire clip knives. And then they also just came out with a giant mouse wire clip, like specifically for giant mouse, even though they all fit. But I like a wire clip, but I don't know. There's just something about Lynch Northwest that I like, being that they're Pacific Northwest,
Right.
in Washington State. You know, they're not that expensive. They're like, some of these are only like $18, you know? And so functionally, wire clips are great. I think that functionally they're really good. I also like that, like, when you have a wire clip in your pocket, it doesn't look like you're carrying a knife, especially if it's deep carry, you know? Like, no one thinks that that's going to be a knife for some, you know, I don't know, at least in my mind. I think I've heard other people say that too, but yeah, I'm just a big Lynch Northwest fan. So
Right. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I was just like, I mean, seems like you get lucky on your knives that every clip, Lynch Northwest always fits your knife.
It's a plus for me. That is something I seek out. So, like, I just did this Benchmade mini grip build.
Yeah, I watched that video.
First thing I did was put a Lynch Northwest clip on it.
It looks much nicer.
Yeah,
I mean, the whole knife does. I don't like the plastic handles, or I hate.
No. The stupid thing that I did was, can you see the tritium glowing?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why they didn't bother to put it in both sides. I think that's kind of a ripoff, but this is one of those things I don't need tritium in a pocket knife, but I don't know, why not? I had a while back, I got I won a gift card to Glow Rhino, and so I had money to spend with Glow Rhino, so I figured I'd pick it up.
Yeah, I brought one of my favorite little knives. This guy is old school Gerber LST 300, and these guys definitely, you know, I went through my day with just one of these little knives for years. You know, they definitely will take care of whatever you got. You know, it's a nice little lock back, very lightweight. You know, just like you said, those little knives, they do outwork, you know, what you think they can. They can do a lot.
And for some reason, I always find myself, when I don't know why I do this, but if I have a small knife on me, I actually end up like using it to like, I'll go get an apple just so I can sit back and use my little knife to, you know, peel an apple and carve an apple, and, you know, do that old thing, you know, where you're actually eating the slice off the blade.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about having a small knife that makes me want to use it more for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. You know, a lot of times if I'm carrying two different size knives, I'll grab the small knife first.
Yeah.
I can't find at the moment any small knives that I carry. Yeah, I've been carrying more of the, I guess, medium-sized knives lately.
Yeah.
But early on, I used to carry the Suru a lot, but I always hated the pocket clip because it's too big for the knife.
Right. Yeah, that is pretty. Now, can you cant that other ways? Is that? I thought I remember there's a Fox that you can like cant. It's obviously not the Suru, but it has multiple spots on it, so you can cant the pocket clip in different, you know, positions.
No, you can't do
That's-
this. And it even doesn't have a lefty version.
Right.
But this is the cheaper one because it's aluminum scales. I think the titanium scales maybe. I don't know. But I have that little brother. I can't remember what it's called. This is the little brother. I always forget the names. It was orange. I don't have any around. I think I closed, or I think I put it away. I used to carry that a while. It's like it's a fox knife too. It's called Little. I can't remember it. It had a blade shaped like this. This is but this is a what do you call it? Summit, made by Summit Knives. But I used to carry this a lot too. This is but you can't those wireframe either. So
hey, Drooby Tunes. Good evening, Drew. I keep forgetting that I can't highlight comments. I'm used to highlighting comments.
Oh, well, yeah, you can't even.
No.
You can't even if I make you a moderator, but you wasn't. You weren't. Unless you want to let me use your StreamYard.
Right. I don't know if I can have multiple people. I got Maddie on there. I don't know if you can do more than one, but I wouldn't mind if I could.
I like how you on Mattisfaction you comment like he was doing the comment.
Well, yeah. So if he goes live and I come on, it only shows him. If I go live and he comes on, it only shows me. So that's how we kind of get back at one another. Is
okay. So you can't use your real name either way, right?
No, it just depends on who. So we have it set up to where on the StreamYard account that we use, you can either broadcast from his channel or you can broadcast from my channel. If we're broadcasting from my channel, even if I log in, it only shows Mattisfaction as the person in the comment. So okay. If I type something in, it shows up as Mattisfaction. Now, if we're broadcasting from my channel, then he can do the same thing to me, which is, I mean, I think I just gave away that revealed behind the curtain. I figured people already know that's what's up.
I think everybody knows.
So we just try to one up each other. I use it mainly for when Katie's on, so I can berate Katie in his name.
I think Katie she should come in the chat. I think she early on came in the chat, but she doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, she does every once. I think it's been a minute, but she does definitely every once in a while.
She should
Troy. Cheap Skatisfaction.
Cheap.
But I was gonna ask you what hold on. I texted myself or sent myself an email or something to ask you, and I forget what it was.
Me or RJ?
You for the live tonight. Did I text myself? I wrote it down. Well, now I forget where I wrote it down to remember or to ask you. I don't know. It'll come to me.
You never contacted me, right?
No. I it was earlier today, and I was like, I'm going to ask this, and I texted myself, or I thought I emailed myself, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it'll come to me. Anywho, back to the comments.
Hey,
EDC Oz.
it's going good. It's going good. I got some. So
Is there a cat meowing?
Yep. They're
Okay.
getting close to dinner time for them, so they're letting me know. They're like,
I need to
don't just sit there, do something.
I need to put my cats on a schedule because one of them is super fat and the other one he's okay. But because I fill the dish and every time I see it go down, I could see the bottom. I refill it.
Oh, well, see, it's getting close to wet food time. That's why.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, you're lucky. My cats hate wet food. They only will eat dry food, and that's it.
RJ, whereabouts are you located?
I am in the late great Golden State of California, behind enemy line.
Gotcha.
So he's closer to you.
Yes, definitely. We're just I don't know, probably a long ways away, over 1,000 miles at least.
Yeah, from here even to Redwoods is still a good 9-10 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
But I love that part of Cali.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's nice.
To me, for me to drive to Cali, it was like maybe 2 days, right? or longer.
Yeah, probably at least.
As I was saying one time when I exited the Marines, I took a Greyhound. I just wanted to chill out, and I took the slowest transportation home. And I think it took 4 days.
Oh yeah,
on a Greyhound bus.
That's for sure.
But back then, there was no internet or anything. So
no.
Patty Potato Peeler's got a good question.
Oh,
you see that, Gary?
No,
I didn't see it either. I missed it.
Hey, Jered White.
What's you fellas Grail knife? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I currently don't have a grill knife. I always have the hard trouble of defining a grill knife because I'll say something is a grill knife and someone else will say that's easily you can get that easily. So
yeah, but I mean I think we get to define what Grail is to us, right?
Right. Exactly.
Uh,
it's going to be different for everyone.
It's going to be different for everybody,
Yeah.
But I mean, I have a couple that I forget the model of it, but it's a Gerber. I want the boot knife that Jack Burton has in Big Trouble in Little China.
Have you ever?
Yeah, that
it's.
I'm
pretty sure it's a Gerber. It's a or maybe it's a God. I've remembered it and forgotten it 1,000 times.
There is a channel that's
one of my favorite movies.
Kind of a funny channel.
Oh, me too.
But the guy there's a guy on YouTube that got that knife and he did a video on it. He got the Jack Burton knife. I forget his name though.
Yeah, it's definitely a Gerber.
Yeah, it was a Gerber. And it was his grill knife too, but he's kind of a funny channel, but he does cover some knives, but I can't remember his name for the life of me. Let me
Is it JJ Jinx?
Yeah, JJ Jinx. Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually seen this channel. Or I've seen this video.
I believe he has that knife.
Yeah, he's got a video on it. So like there's that. And then just like, so I'm a collector of Ferrum Forges, and they got a bunch that I would love, but the one that I want the most that I kind of consider my grail knife is the original Stinger that they did. It's one of their mid techs. Not a lot of people. So like I got there's the Stinger XL, which is one of their earlier designs, but it's not the Stinger. And it's not the newer like Pro Line series. It's one of their ones from like 2014. They only made so many. Aiden has one, and yeah, they're extremely hard to get. They're extremely expensive. I have money set aside for that. I literally have so if it were to ever pop up, I would be able to jump on it. Or I would love, we were talking about Vox earlier, a Vox custom, and specifically the F5, which is what the F5.5 is based off of. I think he only made like 30 of the F5s. They're all customs, and those go for a lot of money too. But I think those two, a custom F5 and the Ferrum Forge Stinger, are my only real grails outside of that Big Trouble in Little China boot knife. I would love to have that.
If anybody's ever seen an SKL, I always talk about the Mini Loco. This is a Benchmade Mini Loco.
Yeah,
I want the Loco, the big version of it. This is the 818. The 808 is the full size version of it. I mean, this fits in my hands perfectly, but I can imagine the full size one will be outstanding.
Yeah.
It's a odd shaped knife, but I love it because I love the reverse grip on it, and I just love the blade. So this is a kind of a grail knife for me, the 808. So, but I've talked to Peter, he has one. I've talked to Zach Stuff, he has one. I tried to get them both to sell it, but they won't sell them. They won't sell theirs.
You know who, Maddie, the Knife City that we went to, remember that old, I'm talking to Maddie as if he's here. I know he's in the chat. When we went to, on our Blade Show trip, when we stopped at Knife City, the big knife store out in the middle of nowhere in Arizona, they had a Benchmade case full of like all old discontinues, and they had the Loco and the Mini Loco in there.
Oh man,
I don't know if they were any of those were for sale. They had a lot of like discontinued knives in there just in cases, like all the old Microtechs and everything. But yeah, that's a fairly big knife.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite bench. I mean, I'm not a fan of, I don't dislike it, but I'm not a fan of the Benchmade Bug Out, but I really love the Loco for some reason. It just speaks to me. The knife. I carried this about every day of 2020, I think.
Yeah.
I carried it as a backup. I always took it to work, and I was always Spidey flicking it constantly when the boss wasn't in the office. So I guess I have a grill knife. So RJ?
I agree with Patty there. You know, Fairbairn Sykes would be an awesome grill knife.
Yeah.
Or even one of the Randall fixed blades, like that he used to make back in the day. An original Randall knife would be awesome. But, you know, am I actively seeking those grails? That's another story. You know, it's like, you know, there's stuff that you say, wow, I really would like to have this, but then are you really out there looking for it? And I can say,
right.
You know, those are cool, but I'm not really looking for them. I don't really have a grail in my mind as far as, you know, something that I'm actively seeking, that I'm working towards getting that particular knife. But, you know, plenty of great ones out there. You know, besides those, it would be great to have one of the original Rambo movie knives. You know, that would be pretty cool. And I don't know. There's so many great historical blades out there.
That I always had like the Kmart knockoff version of that Rambo knife. The other cool one, and I forget who makes this, is the Commando knife. That's got the it's almost, I forget what they call like the little tines that stick up. Yeah. Those are expensive, man. Those are like, I forget who makes that. That's like a $600 fixed blade.
Yeah.
They still sell those. But yeah, having an old school actual non-plastic, those things
Right.
didn't even have a full. I know that I went through a fair amount of them because they would break off.
Yes. Right.
Because the tang only went in like that far to the handle.
Yes.
And like that's back in my days when like I was into building tree forts and stuff. When I probably hard used knives more as a kid than I do as an adult. Like all the spears that we would carve with those things, and all the hot dog and marshmallow roasting sticks that we would make.
Right.
I remember, I probably went through 2 or 3 of those, and they'd break off.
Yeah.
It had the little compass in the end, and
right.
Of course, you'd have like your fishing line and your fish hooks and matches, and although the steel on those didn't work, if you got it wet, it still like seeped into it. But
yep, those are the same ones we had. And of course, as kids, I don't know how many knives that you either broke the knife or broke the tip, from trying to stick a tree and all kinds of other stuff like that we used to do. But yeah, as adults, you never do that stuff, but
no.
That's your learning phase, when you're in that, tween to teenager years.
Yeah. But I broke the tip off of so many knives. I can't believe I never broke the tip off. This is my oldest knife.
Oh, wow.
And I never broke the tip off of this thing. I'm surprised that, this knife is beat to hell, but this is, I'm never, and I know I've pried with this thing. But yeah.
What brand is it? Or does it have a brand on it?
No, this is a 1944 Schrade Walden.
Oh, okay.
Auto. And my grandpa gave me.
I thought you were flipping out with your thumb.
No, it's my grandpa gave me a switchblade when I was 8 years old.
Cool.
And it's got you can lock it also, so it doesn't, come loose in your pocket. The lockup isn't as good as it used to be throughout the years.
That's a real knife,
this is my number one out of all my knives. This is number one. So
yeah.
I did a video on it where I actually cried a little bit in it, talking about the story behind it and everything. And but yeah, this is I love this thing. But yes, I have I don't know how many sacks with snapped off tips on them, and always overusing my knives back then.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I have a few knives like that from the 80s where the lockbacks don't lock up anymore because I was treating them like prying tools or something.
Right.
But my favorite old knife that this is the Kershaw 1050, because I grew up with this knife when I was in high school with this knife, and I carried this knife through forever. You have the Kershaw 1050 too, right?
I do. I didn't bring it. I should.
Yeah, it's locked away in my case. So
okay.
Yeah, I can't get to it unless I take 5 minutes to get to it. But I don't keep it with my regular knives. I keep that in a safe because I've lost some of my nice very old knives.
Well, here I'll go get mine because you two can handle the show, and then we'll have to look at
grab it.
Yeah.
So this is one of my favorite knives. It's not a Grail knife, but I just can't see myself ever selling this. This is the larger
HSK.
version. Yeah, this is the larger. I sold my mini to I think I sold it to DiverDave, but I kept the bigger version when I lied.
Uh-oh. Gary, you froze.
Okay.
Gary has frozen.
I see.
So it's just me and you, kid.
Okay. Well, we'll handle it. Yeah. So here's the Kershaw 1050, all folded up, and then out this. Yeah, he and I bought these around the same time. These came out in the early '80s, and I fell in love with it in the knife case when I saw it, and I was like, yeah, I got to have this for sure. Super rugged construction, and on here it says Kershaw, Oregon, USA, by Kai, Japan is your stamp. Yeah, so yeah, these are awesome knives. You got the Gary went away altogether. Yeah, so
He'll be back.
We got the brass bolsters and phenolic resin for your scales. My cat that wants to eat.
Kershaw is like 20 minutes from Benchmade in Oregon.
Is that right?
Tried to, the Kershaw Kai ZT building.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big place too. But they stopped letting people in there. You have to have a what's up, kitty?
Yeah, he's telling me it's time to eat.
They only do sharpening. You can go in there for sharpenings by appointment only. But I've wanted to go in there because you can look in and they have a big display case of all the old Kershaws.
Oh, nice.
And I wish I still had. I got a Kershaw at a knife show in Oregon, like, I don't know, a long time ago. And I know I have it somewhere. I just don't know where that is. But I'd love to find that knife.
Yeah.
I like the old Kershaws.
Yeah, Todd Carr, that cat is awesome. I love that big boy. He's been with me for quite a long time. He's 12 years old now.
Oh, Leland, that's awesome. Found your second knife in your mom's attic.
Oh, man.
Oh, hey, thanks for joining us, Gary.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it didn't end live, but my computer froze up because I dropped my knife on the keys. And
is that what?
I had to restart it. I don't know what happened.
That'll happen every time.
Sorry.
Well,
That's all right.
Let me duck out for just a couple minutes here.
So if I didn't have guests, it would have been
go feed the kitty. Right.
While you're gone, Gary, I did bring out the 1050.
Oh, okay. Let me see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I believe they came out with a different blade for that one, but you have the same blade I have.
Yeah, the good blade.
Yep. Yeah. I carried that. I lost the sheath deteriorated on me. I believe you have the original sheath too.
Yeah, I still have the original sheath. Yes.
I carried that knife for like a good 6 years, and I abused it, but the knife held up, but the sheath didn't.
Yeah, that knife is built like a tank. It really is. That's a good knife.
I've never let my patina though. I always clean up the brass with the brass with Brasso. I always keep it nice and shiny.
Yeah, I had mine. It did have a patina on it, but then I have flitzed it since, so it's all.
Yeah, it turns green, and
yeah, it does.
I think people like patinas, but I don't like it on that one for some reason.
Yeah, understandable.
That knife, that was the first knife I bought with my own money.
Yeah, me too. That was the first one I bought with my own money also. That's why we still got them. They definitely mean something to us.
Yeah, for
good night, Mike. Have a good one.
Later, Mike Jernick.
I had that through the Marines too. You probably had it through the Army, right?
Yeah.
Army, right?
I was in the Army, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Back in the day.
So what did I freeze up and just disappear when I dropped the knife?
Yeah, you froze up. We didn't see it drop, but you froze up like this, and then it just cut out. So Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I. The nice thing is StreamYard won't go away.
Yeah,
Well, that's cool.
You
I
have to
was-
terminate. Yeah, you actually have to terminate this. Leave the stream, or else it'll keep going. So,
Okay, that's good. Oh, hey, Stuff We Do is back. Thank you very much.
Stuff we do.
He has to go to work.
I really like that 1095 or that 1050.
1050. Yep. I believe I believe it has another blade, but I don't remember the shape. But I like that shape. So, and it's kind of cool, but it's a Kershaw that made in Oregon,
Right.
in the USA. So
Yep.
it
We
has
were
the
saying
old Kershaw logo on it too.
right. We were saying while you were off when he pulled out his the Kershaw Kai ZT building isn't very far from Benchmade in Oregon.
Oh, okay.
And they have when you can't go in there anymore unless you make an appointment. But when you look in through the storefront, they have a display case of all their old. You can see they have the ZTs on one side, and then they have the Kershaws on the other. You can see all the old Kershaws. And I wanted to go in there and take a look at it, but yeah, they're not open. So.
Because of the pandemic, or just not open?
Yeah,
anymore?
there's still pockets of Oregon that are like that.
Okay.
That they closed down, and now I think they probably use it as an excuse to just not have customers come in.
Do you still have to wear a mask in some places? Oh, okay.
No,
That's
no,
good.
there's no mandates, but there's still pockets up here in the Pacific Northwest where businesses will still ask you to wear one.
That sucks.
But yeah.
No businesses in Illinois do that, but I still see people wearing masks occasionally. Mostly older people, though.
Surprisingly, up here in my neck of the woods, there's still it's still more common than not. So, and then,
I know RJ got the COVID. Did you ever get the COVID, Stevie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad for you though, right?
No, it was the first 4 or 5 days for me was no joke. Okay. I got it at Blade Show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, that's a perfect place to spread COVID, right?
Yeah, but
did Maddie? No one in the car did get it, right?
Cue Ball and Maddie didn't get it, but Nuzz is pretty sure he did. Okay. He didn't bother to go test. He just pulled himself off trail and isolated and rode it out, assuming that he did. But yeah, I got it, and it was it was rough, and then it lingered. It's in the past now, though.
I mean, I've got it 4 times, but the second time was hospital visit for me. But the other 2 times, or the other 3 times, weren't that bad. But only one of those times I lost my sense of taste and smell, and it wasn't the bad COVID. So it's kind of strange. The second time, it affected my lungs. So
yeah.
Yep, the bad COVID got me the first time. I ended up in the hospital for a week, and it almost took me out.
And it got your wife too, right?
Yeah, it did. And then she recovered as well as I did, and then we both got it again this last time. But this last time, it was just like a big head cold, and not really anything that was terrible. So I would say my COVID experience, first COVID, definitely 1 star. Wouldn't come back. Last one was probably about 3.5. I'd do that again. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. I got the shots and the boosters, and I still got COVID twice after that.
Do you think it's a coincidence?
That's the COVID that I lost my taste and smell for about 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, that was the worst part of it for me, is losing my taste and smell.
Yeah, that happened the first time. The second time it did not affect taste or smell, but the first time everything tasted like salt. That's all I tasted. Whenever I went to eat anything, it was just salt. It was terrible. Yeah, so
I tried to smell my cat litter box. I mean, I scoop it every day, but I put my nose in.
Not garlic
inches
or
away
anything.
from a
Gary
turd,
was
and
straight
I
for the.
smell a turd.
exactly.
I couldn't smell the turd. I'm like,
You couldn't find anything else.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I noticed it when I went to apply beard oil, actually, and I use a really heavy scented like pine scent, and I put it on my hands and was like, "Whoa, wait a second! Oh no!" And I couldn't smell it. And I was like, "No!" Ran in and went straight for a piece of garlic. Bit into a piece of garlic. I could tell that there was raw garlic is spicy-ish, right? It gives you that little zing. I got the zing, but I got absolutely no flavor from it. I was like, oh man. So, but that didn't last very long for me. It came right back, but but again,
it lasted 3 weeks to a month for me.
A month of you just every day shoving your face in the lifting up,
I mean, I
sticking your nose in your cat's butt, going, no.
What's a horrible smell to smell? I'm like, cat litter. So I tried to smell cat litter. I couldn't.
Gary's cupping his farts and
Winchester.
It was kind of nice losing the smell, but it wasn't nice losing the taste.
Maybe that's true, Patina Turner. Maybe that is why Gary's cat
litter in my beard.
Yeah, they got used to it.
Here, you want to check this?
I thankfully I got two good cats that don't like go outside their litter. They're very good. If I scoop it every day, and they don't like turn into bad cats that pee around the house. I had a cat that peed in the house, and I hated her. She had a clean litter box, and she would just like look at me and then go try to pee in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, Tina says maybe Gary's the turd burglar.
It could be. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say the perfect time to do the one chip challenge. Maybe have COVID and you can't taste it.
Yeah, I'll go infect myself just to.
I mean, because it's not guaranteed. So I had at 4 times, I only lost my taste and smell 1 time. So
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll use this to pull up my YouTube video and switch to the YouTube comments. God damn it. All right. I can't use the StreamYard commenting system. I have to use it.
Yeah.
Use a toothpick and remove the chunk between your teeth.
I had to grab another drink.
You know what though? I said my cat Paxton sleeps with me. But I'll wake up and he'll be using the litter box, and he tries to come back in bed and sleep with me. Oh no! I said I push him down. I'm like, oh no, you didn't. I'm not gonna have a cat that just uses the litter box to come sleep with me.
Yeah, the cat that was on camera in the wintertime, he likes to sleep with me when it's cold, but then he doesn't really want to hang out with you when it's summertime. And
right.
Of course, now he has to fight with the 2 dogs that like to sleep in bed with us, so It gets kind of crowded sometimes. My wife says we ought to get a bigger bed, and I said, "Why? Just more pets that hop on."
Right?
Does your little dog sleep with you, Stevie?
Yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
Little yeah, she is the dog that wants to go like sleep on top, like in between your legs, and like I shift from like side to side throughout the night, and like there's been many a times where like I fling her like off the across the room. It's happened quite a few times. She likes to burrow too and get under, like sleep at your feet underneath the blankets sometimes too. And yeah, there's been I've kicked, so she's more inclined to sleep on Stacy's side than my side a lot of times because I've kicked her and flinged her all over the place.
So how many dogs do you have on your bed, RJ?
Usually 2, but it ends up that there's 3 that rotate throughout the night that'll get up there. But we have 4 dogs, so one's just old and he can't jump up on the bed anymore. But he used to when he was a pup, but now he's just kind of like, I'm over it. So he'll sleep on one of the 3 sides of the bed. So he's a good boy. And then I got a couple of big ones that they seem to swap out. It's like we'll go to bed with the male lab, and then we'll end up with the female lab. We'll be there in the morning. So you just never know who's going to appear. But then we have a little Cavalier, and he usually stays up there all the time. He likes to snuggle up to your leg or your feet.
Do your cats follow you in the bathroom and have to sit there while you use the bathroom? Because both cats do. I try to lock them out, and they just scratch at the door.
The dogs want to follow you in and do that. Yeah, so they'll stare at you and make sure they got your 6 while you're doing your business.
Right. Yeah. They don't follow me in to do number 1, but they just have to be at my feet doing number 2.
Yeah. And then I think the funniest, the cat that you saw that was on camera, when he was a kitten, if I was dropping a deuce, he would just hop into my pants and just curl up.
Like in between.
Yeah.
My cat Simon used to do that too.
Yeah. So these,
like, you weirdo, get out of here.
Exactly. You just hop in your underwear, and you're like, well, what the
heck? My cat Jackson is always smelling my underwear. I'm like, stop.
So I used to have 3 indoor cats, a family of cats. I had the mom, the dad, and the one baby that they had. And they just didn't like closed doors. Like if there was a they didn't necessarily want in the room. They just didn't want you to close the door.
Right.
So, naturally, going into the bathroom, we had in our one house, it was weird. We had a linen closet in the hallway that you could open up from the bathroom, and they would figure out they could get into the linen closet and then come through. So even if you shut them out, they'd still find their way into the bathroom. But yeah, my one cat Simon, like you said, you drop trow, and he always wanted to jump in between.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I haven't had cats for about 4 years now. After they just slowly, one by one, after I think 15 total years is when, from the first time I got my cat to when they all finally passed away. Yeah. And now I haven't had one for 4 years, and it's weird. I sometimes miss them, sometimes don't. I know what it's like to take care of multiple cats. They can be a handful.
Oh, I know.
So
we have 4 of them that live inside. Yeah, right now. So just the ones at the table. I got one laying down here, looking out the sliding glass door, and the other ones are hiding or doing whatever they're doing.
And the main reason why we had them indoor is out here, outdoor cats don't really stick around that long. We have a lot of coyotes in this area, and then it's not unheard of for we have not only do we have eagles, bald eagles around. I haven't seen it, but there's plenty of reports of people seeing a bald eagle swoop on a cat.
Yeah.
Here, but then we also have turkey. They're called turkey vultures.
Yes.
And they'll snag up your cats too. So. So I guess, it's one thing to let them out and then bring them back in over at night, but it's not uncommon around here. Every once in a while in the middle of the night, you'll just hear that death yowl like in the background, and the coyotes, got a hold of something.
Yeah. Yeah. Out here, it's just a lot of traffic, so cats that are out, you see them get hit all the time, So,
yeah.
And just, people are just weird. There's a lot of people that still do the dog fighting and stuff, and they'll go around cats and, train dogs. With them. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Nasty shit going on. Sorry.
Train dogs to kill cats or something.
But I'm with you. I don't like that either. So.
Right.
Yeah.
I grew up with dogs, and when I got married, we had cats when I was a kid, but I wasn't close to the cats. But when I got married, my wife didn't want a dog, so I became a cat person after that. But I grew up with German Shepherds, Dobermans, and we had a lot of those type dogs, bigger dogs.
Yeah.
Hey, Gary, have you checked out either the Ruckus or RJ, you too, either the Ruckus or the Momentum yet?
I've just seen them on your channel, but they're not in the pass around, right?
No, I don't think so. No. I heard you guys earlier talking about, like budget knives. These two are both, like $40 knives.
Okay.
And I think that these are already like two of my favorite knives this year. And,
I really like the Ruckus from your videos.
It's I could probably knock this spot down here myself. That's one thing I think Kube messed up on, is it's a little sharp around the just those two edges right there. So it's kind of a hot spot right there. But for being a thin handle, I like it when it's a little more bulbous there in the back. And this knife is pretty dang comfortable, and I like the blade shape on it.
Both are designed by Sharif.
Yeah, Sharif Mangana Steel. So, these two are, in a year of I've been all over the place this year with my knife buying. Like last year, I seemed to like only pick up like higher end knives, and I realized it's not that I didn't want the lower end knives. I just wasn't focused on them, and I realized I was missing out on so much stuff. There's so much good stuff out there right now for $50 and under.
Right.
So I tell people, look, I don't care, if you're only into high end knives and you think that, you just don't want a cheap knife, okay, you're gonna miss out on good stuff. But if you're just a knife person, I don't think it matters if you're into high-end knives or cheap knives. Like these two knives are just good knives for any price point. They just happen to only be, under $50. So big fan of these ones.
Yeah, I buy a lot of $50 knives, but I don't think I've bought many this year or this time. I think I did my most buying at the beginning of the year, but I haven't bought many cheaper knives. I don't remember what this is. If it's a budget knife. I think it's a budget knife, but I
Oh,
always
the Kiwi, the
yeah,
Kiwi
the
XL,
Kiwi
or
Plus. I
Kiwi
bought the
Plus?
Kiwi Plus because I like the Civivi Kiwi. So, and it's kind of nice because you can front flick it like with your pointy finger
Nice.
instead of using your thumb. You can do that too, but I'm trying to think of. I bought a lot of scent cut knives in the budget realm, and I've liked those, but I always usually give them away.
Yeah, that's what I've used for them as giveaway knives too. What is it? The Honorous? Is that one of them?
Yeah. The Honor
That
was nice. It was like a bigger version of what was the other
like
name?
it's kind of like the Riffle almost.
Yeah.
Or no. I forget which.
It's like
it's similar to a
has a-
Civivi.
There was I don't remember the Civivi, but the Honorous is a bigger version of another scent cut knife. But
Okay.
Unless the Grumpy is here, I don't remember the name of it.
I got the Honorous because of Grumpy.
Grumpy
Recommending it.
love the Honorous.
Yeah. Oh, look at that! I inspired tree stabbing Troy. Yeah, I would totally go for the Ritter, the Hogue. Or is that the RSK or is that the Hogue that's similar to the Griptilian? But they don't have one in this blade shape, and I like this blade shape. But I think isn't that what the Hogue Ritter is, like the bench made
Super
full
Freak?
size? Or is it the Super Freak? Okay.
I mean, is it look like a Super Freak, or I don't know.
I don't know. It's based
This is
on
the whole Ritter.
Okay. I'm thinking of the wrong knife then. But I like the
You're thinking of a knife with a hole, a spidey hole?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm confusing myself, but
I don't think I have any Hogue knives that have holes in the blade.
But doesn't Hogue make something similar to the Griptilian?
I
just realized that they're
someone in the chat does.
I never realized that Hogue. I'm on my work computer and I can't open up Hogue Firewall.
It's like the Griptilian. The RSK is like the Grip.
RSK. That's the one that I'm thinking of.
Non-cheap foot.
Right. I would rather have the RSK than the Benchmade Griptilian. But God, it's been too long of a day. I keep forgetting what I was just about to say. It's one of those days. I can't remember shite. Where? Oh, I was going to say, I didn't realize that Hogue is the same company that makes the Pew Pew grips as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I never put two and two together.
Yeah,
So it's like I have those on 3 different hand pews, and then I was going through a bunch of stickers that I have. I have like all my stuff that I put out on my gun safe, and I have like all my knife stickers, and I was going through them, and I was like, oh, wait a second. Yeah, I just never put 2 and 2 together, and then I realized when I hopped on their website yesterday.
Pretty funny because I bought Hogue grips for my pistols before I ever started the knife channel. So,
So the dad started Hogue grips, and he was making grips out of his garage. He worked for LAPD. And
that's right.
Then he started selling it, started this thing, and his son came along, and his son is the knife guy. So his son, started, doing that, and it was kind of like a sideline that took off.
Right.
I had a tab open earlier. I'm jonesing for the K320, but made by Hogue, but it's the 6-hour version that comes with walnut grips. I want that knife, but everyone's out of it. I mean, I want to buy it from White Mountain Knives, but White Mountain Knives doesn't have it yet. And it's kind of expensive for a K320. It's the most expensive version.
Those are a little spendy.
I mean, they're aluminum grips with the walnut inlay,
right?
Because they're usually like the plastic grips, right? The ABS.
Yeah. I like how Hogue does that, or SIG does. They mirror the stippling on their pistols the same way they do it on the knives. So it's the same. They feel exactly the same. And that's my I have two different carries, one for summertime, one for wintertime. I'm almost into my winter, or not winter, but hoodie. I have something different when I'm wearing a hoodie versus when I'm just wearing a t-shirt.
Right.
But my P365 XL is my go-to, and talking about the texturing, but then I actually I have a Hogue grip on that one.
So the P365 is the K320, right? The knife where they match it up. This is a SIG, right?
Yeah. I think so.
So there's a SIG version of that has walnut grips, and they match that with the knife. So I don't know if the gun is available. They maybe is. I don't know. I've seen a picture of it when I saw the knife. I don't have the knife or the gun, but I really want the knife for some reason. I'm a sucker for metal mixed with wood,
Yeah, I what knife do I have that? I have a GEC that has wood and like steel bolsters, and I really like the looks of that.
Yeah, I like inlays or wood as used an inlay.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, this is a wood knife, but it's not the same when I like if it had bolsters or something made of metal and wood. I mean, I would like that. So, I mean, I've been eyeballing it. I think it's $219, and it's $219 it's $219. So it's not super expensive. That's the MSRP, but everywhere I see it, it's still like $190 or something.
Yeah,
I want it to be cheaper.
You want to see the Buffalo Warrior?
Show them the Buffalo Warrior. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, show them.
I'll go get it. I'll go get a couple other wood knives too.
G26 in the summer, G17 in the winter. So I mean, I've never owned a Glock. Is there a difference in size of the G17 and G26?
Isn't the G17 at 10 mil? Are you toting around at 10 mil? Isn't that? Or am I crazy? No, the G17 is just the full size G, like the G19, just full size. I'm not good with the Glock models.
Yeah, me either. I wish I
would have. Oh man, my coworker that lives locally just got a VP9.
Okay.
Man, it's so good. But I wish I kind of would have started with a Glock because I like them, but the grip angle, I just can't get used to the grip angle and the way they're blocky feeling now. I shoot them well, but they're not natural for me. I'm a Smith and Wesson M&P dude.
Yeah, I stay away from the Glock because I would go down the rabbit hole and customize the hell out of it because
And that,
you can.
I got a Gucci M&P
Okay.
that I've completely customized. All right, you got the Buffalo Warrior.
I got the Buffalo Warrior. I got the Laredo Trapper, and I got a couple of ones too. But here's the Buffalo Warrior. This is from
oh yeah, I've seen that.
Roper Knives. Yeah. So it's wood and brass, and has really awesome
nice brass bolster and wood.
Yeah.
I actually looked that one up. After you had it on your channel.
Yeah,
I considered
flipper only, but really great action. Just shake shut. The other ones are traditional. This is a Boker. This is grenadille wood, which is the same ebony type wood that they make woodwind instruments out of, and it's just a single bladed trapper, and it's a liner lock also. So
that's a carbon, higher carbon.
What's that?
Is that a high carbon blade?
It's a stonewash.
Did they patina or did you?
No, it's stonewash. It came
okay.
Yeah. So this is theirs, and it's on washers, but it's a different kind of a traditional knife, but beautiful wood.
It's kind of cool that it has a thumb stud.
Yeah, it is. And then here is the Roper Laredo Trapper. So it's got stag up here, and then
nice,
paper, and then wood. So, and then it has the traditional two-bladed, slip joint with your clip and the spay blade. And then
nice.
I think stuff we do probably already went to work, but hey, the Okapi, it's wood.
Yeah.
It has an inlay.
That's a ratcheting one.
There you go. Yep, it's the ratcheting one. It has the ring lock. But yeah, definitely, you can't go more wood and inlaid metal than that.
Right.
So, there you go. There's my wood knife collection so far.
Stuff we do sent this knife to me.
Did he? Nice.
He gifted this knife to me. It's
I remember that. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it's
okay.
I remember that.
What do you call it? The
Emerson?
honey badger. But I've never seen this blade shape offered in America, because I think you could only get that from South Africa, maybe.
Yeah,
I think that's where they're out of.
Yeah, honey badger.
Yeah.
So Emerson DeBlois out of the sheath.
Yeah,
he
sent me the sheath too. So yeah, you can Emerson just deploy it. Oh, you have to have it in the right.
Yeah. That's cool.
So it's he sent it to me as a neck knife. So, and it has a pretty weak detent. You have to really press it. But he sent it to me for free because I always liked it on his channel. So, South African knife.
There you go.
He said you can get it in America, but I don't think so. I've looked everywhere.
I haven't seen it.
I've only seen that on, maybe it was his channel that I saw it on.
Yeah.
I've never seen them for sale.
Yeah. I think what he calls what do you call his barbecue?
Bry.
Bry. He said this was the perfect Bry knife because of the shape of the blade.
Yeah.
He sent a couple other knives, but I don't think I have them around me. I get a traditional knife sent to me. Do you remember EDC Den? He hasn't did a lot of videos, but this is a knife, a Canadian knife maker.
Yeah, the Groman.
Yeah, Groman. So yeah, it has Groman NS out of Pikachu Pick 2 Canada or something like that.
Pick 2 Nova
Pick
Scotia.
2? Nova
Yeah,
Scotia,
nice.
Canada. Yeah, I always like this knife. I think he sent it to maybe 6 knives to people.
Send them out.
Luckily, I was one of the 6.
Yeah.
And he said treat it like abuse it, and I do. There's a couple of scratches on the handle, but yeah, I use this. I carry this knife from time to time. I don't use a sheath. I probably should use a sheath to keep the dents and scratches down, but
yeah,
it's a lock pack.
Thanks. All right, I'm getting the text messages from the old lady saying we need your help. Apparently, Zoe has some. They're asking me for algebra help.
Yeah, I forget. It's 2 hours. It's 2 hours early for you, and it's like almost like midnight for me, right? What is it? 10?
It's 9:30.
9:30.
Oh, okay. It's like
subtract 2 hours. Yeah.
I was going to say, RJ, you need to go on Pocket Metal's live because
you guys got a lot in common knife wise.
Oh, really?
He loves traditional knives.
Oh yeah, I do too.
He's what re-piqued my interest into the world of traditionals.
He can represent the GEC super expensive, and you could represent the budget to
the mid range. In fact, I have one more wood knife. I just felt my pocket. I dropped one in my pocket. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I have another one. But this was a beautiful one. This is a case.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think this is curly birch is what they called it. And I saw this knife. Warthog had his channel, and so I left a comment on his thing. I said, that's an absolutely gorgeous knife. And he says, well, if you like it, he goes, I'll send it to you. And I was just blown away that he did, but it's a really nice one. It's got a really nice shield on it. I don't know if you can see it, the Federal shield.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Side. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's really a very cool knife. And I had not seen, wood treatment like this on a knife before, and thought it just looked outstanding. The lighting I have right here doesn't do it justice.
I think he has a lot of high-end knives, right?
Oh yeah, he does. He was, basically after.
Is he still around?
Yeah, he's as far as I know, he's just
cancer-free.
He's still fighting the cancer.
Oh, okay.
He's been off for probably about a good month or so, but he's still around. As far as I know.
I'm subscribed to him, but I haven't seen videos lately. So
it's been a while. I'm hoping he comes back soon.
Well, anywho,
you're gonna leave, Stevie?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna head out. Pleasure hanging with you, gentlemen.
Okay, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, absolutely, and everybody in the chat. I will talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Deuces.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the next live to hang out will be Mattisfactions, if you want. But we'll do a lot of talk and all kinds of crazy talk.
Yeah, Matty will have to.
But they talk about knives too.
Yeah, and squirrels and all kinds of other stuff.
Right.
Keisters. And
I like going on the chats that are kind of all over the place and crazy.
Yeah. Well, who knows? You might see me on Pocket Metal. Then I'll see if I'm not busy this next Monday.
It's about the same time I do. I think it's 9:15 or something. He does his lives, but he needs somebody else on there to talk traditionals because he's mainly the traditional guy, and all the other guys are mostly modern. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Then we'll go ahead and have that conversation.
But I mean, he only buys like those GECs. They're
Right.
super expensive or hard to get. Maybe
They're both
hard to get mostly.
They're both. They're usually over.
I think he buys budget knives too. So
Yeah. They're usually GECs. I was trying to get one for a while, but after like about the 5th time of you try to get one and they're sold out within 15 seconds, and I was just like, you know what? If one comes my way, great. If it doesn't, great. I'm fine. I don't have to have one. But I still think they'd be a fun knife to have. But then you have to get the right whatever one interests you, because they're just going to release certain ones, and there's a huge after market for them, for people to buy them as investment pieces, it seems. So
good night, Richard. Yeah, I don't trust or I don't pursue the GEZs. I like them, but I don't pursue them. I'm like, I just think I don't want to fight for them. I mean, because I'm not mostly a traditional person, but I like certain traditional knives. If I could get it, I'll get it, but I don't really go out of my way to get it. Yeah, I'm very happy with running across in a budget traditional, and like I like that doctor's knife, and so I have a called the Nomad. I think it's called the Nomad. It's by Rough Rider. It's
From the Rough
kind
Rider.
of their premium version of it.
That was the
I like that knife, and I bought 2 of them. So
those are good.
I think that's a $50 Rough Rider, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It reminded me of a good lockback, but it's not like a Kershaw big like the 1050. It's more of a smaller one.
Right.
And I sent one to Mattisfaction where it had blade play, and he tried to fix it with a hammer.
Did it work?
I don't know. I don't know if he ever fixed it. I should have sent that back.
Yeah. Yeah, they probably.
I didn't know Smoky Mountain Knife Works were basically Rough Rider, or I would have sent it back.
Yeah.
He said it mostly worked.
Yeah. Yeah, they do the Rough Riders, Queen, Marb. Right. I think there's another one in there that's a house brand for them. But they I guess bought the rights to those names. So. But yeah, I think they're doing a good job. I like the quality of the Queen knives. I think that they're doing a really good job on those. So. Yeah,
Larry says Warthog is my favorite. Yeah, I like to watch Warthog because I like to see he has some really nice traditionals, but I remember him, like when he got sick, he was like talking about his brother giving all his knives away or something.
He's gonna sell them.
Sell them. Okay. Yeah.
So hopefully he's have to hear about that.
He's fine. I mean, that sucks to get cancer when he just retired, right?
I don't know when he retired, but yeah, he basically retired and then got sick. He had gotten really into the knife hobby,
right?
Doing his channel and just doing good, but then he got cancer. So it's just
that's why I figured when I finally retire, I'll just get sick and pass away.
Well, hopefully you'll have a better retirement plan than that. I don't know what I'm going to do for retirement. I look at the guys that are retired, and a lot of them still work, and I'm like, well, I thought you retired.
Yeah, I'm not going to be a Walmart greeter though when I retire.
Yeah, exactly. There's got to be something a little bit better out there. So I don't know. I mean, I'm still doing okay, where I'm at, and I'm still, got a good 5 to 10 years before I have to really worry about, can I do my job anymore? So,
Yeah, if I wait till 65, I can get a full pension, but literally I can retire anytime and get like a percentage of the pension. But
right,
I kind of want to get a full pension unless they like change the rules.
right. Yeah, that's
I mean, it's at a place that I don't work any longer, but I still have a pension at that place.
right. Yeah.
There's not too many jobs that offer a pension anymore, I think.
No, in fact, the only pension that I have, that job, I was only in the pension for just basically enough to get vested. I was only in it for like 7 or 8 years, and then
okay.
converted everything over to a 401k. And they got rid of pensions because of the government said that they could have pensions, but they had to be fully funded. And because you hear all these stories about people that had paid into pensions for 20 or 30 years, and then there was nothing because somebody had stolen all the money out of it. So yeah, so they were like, well, if you're going to have pensions, they have to be funded, and the people have to get their money that they paid into it and stuff. And so a lot of companies just said, okay, we'll go to 401ks then. We'll just match your contribution.
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah, I was vested at that place at 7 years, but I worked there for 16. So the pension's not bad if I get it. I think it's not guaranteed, right? If something goes wrong, like somebody steals the money.
Well, that's what they put those rules in for. So like my pension,
right.
I get a statement like every quarter.
Oh yeah, I get a statement.
Yeah, so it's funded, and they show you how it's funded and all that other stuff. So
right.
Yeah, so you can find out from them. But yeah, your pension.
Yeah, there's a website for my pension that you could like put in like dates and stuff and figure out how much, if I want to retire this year, how much of the pension is
right.
I'll get, so but at least at 65, it's not 68 or some kind of screwy like that.
Right, not something crazy.
Patina asked a question, but I don't know what his question means. Do you have any favorites nearby, Gary? But I don't remember what it pertained to. Maybe I said something, but I don't know.
I don't know. To Todd Carr's question, I've heard of people putting a knife in a vise to tighten it up, but I would guess if you were going to use a punch, if you can see the pin in the end so that you're actually punching on the pin, but that would just mushroom the head, I would think. So I mean, it might tighten it up. I don't know. I'm not not skilled in that.
I think it just needs to be squeezed, right?
Yeah, I think if you squeeze it is probably better in a vise, because then you're going to be pushing on both sides of that pin. So. Oh, good, Zen.
Yeah.
Last
checkup was good. That's sweet.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good deal. I miss him. I enjoy his videos a lot. Yeah.
Do you have any of his stickers? I did a logo for him, and but he printed stickers, but I don't remember if he was well enough to send them out.
I didn't ask him for any because I knew he wasn't doing that good. I didn't want to give him any extra work, but a lot of people did write in. He said on one of his videos he just hadn't got around to sending them out yet, but he had the stickers. That was a really good logo, by the way.
I mean, he knew right what he wanted, so I basically made the logo, like what he told me to make it.
Right. Well, you did a good job bringing his description to life.
Yeah, I wanted him to like do a die cut logo, but I think he printed square stickers or something. I thought it would have been cool if it cut around the shapes.
Yeah.
I think he said he got 250 stickers printed up, but I always he said, "Oh, I'll send you some stickers," but I've never. He was so sick, and he, I bet he couldn't send those stickers out. Like he probably got 100 requests.
Oh, at least, yeah.
My cat's at my feet again.
Yeah, I got one over here that she just likes to stare out that door. I don't know what she's even seeing, but she loves to look out that door.
The glass
door,
yeah, you said?
Right.
Okay.
Like glass door, yeah, to the backyard.
Oh, okay. This is the cat that sleeps with me.
Yeah.
This is the non-fat cat. The other cat weighs like 5 times his weight. He's skinny. He's very picky. He eats dry food a couple times a day, and that's it. I try to give him treats, and he'll eat 10 treats. He's very picky.
Yeah.
I had this cat first, and my ex-wife said, "Hey, why don't you take his brother?" And so I did. So, I mean, real brothers, the litter brothers.
Yeah.
So they get along perfectly.
You're right, Jan. Yeah, I think the cats do well when they have another one, with them. I think it's a good deal for them. Same thing with dogs. I think you need a pair. They just do better when they have something of their own, animal with them, something of their own breed.
Yeah, I mean, my 2 cats and their sister, which my wife has or ex-wife has, and they were born out in the wild. They used to be what do you call it, feral cats?
Yeah.
They weren't that feral because when they discovered them, they were still kittens, so they handled them a lot. But they lived outside for the first 8 months, and they lived through a winter. But my wife made a heated like a cat house, but it was heated for them to live outside in the winter.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't take them inside until they got rid of some other cats. Or she had cats living on her deck, and they tried to catch the mother cat that she kept getting pregnant, but eventually the mother cat went away and never came back and left these 3 cats, and she felt sorry for them and then took them in the house. And then I adopted them maybe a few months later. So,
yeah, that's how we ended up with 3, is because our daughter had rescued a feral cat, and it was living in her yard. And then another feral cat decided to live with him, and he was fixed. But this cat went out and got pregnant, I guess, with the other neighborhood toms that are running around, and it had 3 kittens. And so my wife said, she was like, I don't know what to do with these cats. My coworkers won't take them, and some people will take them. And so we started off saying, well, we'll take one. And then somebody backed out, and they said, well, my wife's like, let's just go ahead and take the other one. What the heck, and I was like, okay. And so then the other one was left, and I said, well, if no one wants that one, you might as well give us that one too, because it's going to end up bigger anyways. So we ended up getting all 3 of them, and they're all litter mates, and so they all get along somewhat.
Right.
They're kind of odd because there's the big male of that litter. For some reason, the smallest female that's on there, it's like, every once in a while he just wants to murder her. And he jumps on her and makes her scream and yell, and it's just how cat fighting is. It's just
right.
But yeah,
these cats never fight. I mean, they never hiss.
Yeah, that's nice.
I have yet to hear them hiss at each other. They never fight with each other. They're always constantly grooming each other.
Yeah.
I think they're very close. I mean, I thought about adopting the sister, but I have to get a bigger place. I barely have room for one cat now. So.
Right. Yeah.
The other cat that's you've never seen, the fat cat, he likes to be walked on a leash. I walk him occasionally. The other cat, he doesn't. He was born in the wild. He spent 8 months in the wild, but I opened the door and I'm like, go out. He won't leave the apartment. He's like, oh, I'm an indoor cat now.
Yeah.
But
He's like,
the other cat, he loves outdoors, especially when I walk him. So, yeah, I mean, both these cats have never been like, I mean, they're fixed.
Yeah.
I had to get them fixed because I don't want cats peeing around the house and stuff.
Right. Exactly.
But I'm stupid because I didn't know they literally chop their balls off. Because I mean, every cat I've had female cats, and this is the first two boy cats I've ever had, and so I thought they did something to them, or I didn't know they literally cut their balls off.
Yeah. Yep, they do. I was going to say you should have known that. You've been married before.
Yeah. I've been neutered. Yep. I mean, my wife neutered me.
My wife,
all my friends.
my wife got mad at me when we were at the vet getting our I forget if it was one of the dogs or one of the cats, but anyways, we were getting one of the males fixed, and I asked the vet, I said, can I have the balls? And my wife looks at me and the vet looks at me, and and I was like, well, I was just going to put them in a jar next to mine on the shelf where you keep mine. She didn't like that.
But yeah, at least you're happily married still.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, I was happily married for almost 30 years. And then my wife said, oh, I want a divorce after all the kids grown up. Well, I have a third kid. It's in high school, though.
All right. Good night, Todd. I see you're going. I'm thinking I better cut this off because my phone's getting ready to die. I got the 10% warning a little while ago.
I was thinking about ending it when Stevie ended it because I don't want to be doing like super long lives, but I didn't know how you felt. So
yeah. I just was it's been a while since I got to talk to somebody face to face. Like you said, we talked to people by writing or by whatever. So it's kind of
right. You send me all those funny Instagrams.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just one of those things that's kind of nice to sit around and talk for a while with I mean, especially since we have such a history, together. I mean, you kind of came in right when I started, and was nice enough to make a logo for me.
I don't know how I discovered you though.
It was
did I discover you on my own or somebody else?
I think it's through BPEX.
Oh, okay.
I was approached to join BPEX, and that's when I think you found me.
Okay.
Started.
Yeah, I don't remember it. It's so long ago.
Yeah, it has been.
I mean, it's as long as you had a channel. I think I discovered you right as you started.
Exactly. Yeah, I remember you asking me. I know I was below 100 subs. When you, I think I was right around 60.
Yeah, I feel bad because I don't really. I mean, I don't use that graphic on the end anymore because it always changed, but I still have everybody's link in my description. So occasionally I'll call them out, but especially if people are getting near the 900s or something.
Right.
But as I was said earlier, you know me, I have my truck in repair, so
Right.
I don't have the means to mail you the stickers. So I'll mail you the stickers. Hopefully Saturday they will start to work on it, and maybe 2 or 3 days later I'll have my truck again. But my ex said that she would cart me around a few times this week,
Yeah.
so maybe I'll do that. So
Okay.
I'll get your stickers ready, because you're doing your giveaway on the weekend, aren't you?
On Saturday, this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably won't have the stickers to you by then.
That's fine. When they come, I'll put them out on my board. That's for
Okay.
sure. You know, those will be there, and yeah, I mean,
I have to. Cunnuk's in the chat. He wants me to do him a sticker, but he already has a logo, and I still I need to do this. So I'll probably do his this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patty,
Right,
you
Patty.
need to go on Patty Potato Peelers too.
Yeah.
Since he's doing lives too now.
Yeah. I'm glad you showed up, Patty. And yeah, we need to figure out. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this StreamYard stuff. Maybe we can be on together.
I mean, you in theory you can do the YouTube now, but StreamYard's much funner because you can have guests. I don't think you can have guests on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but I don't know. I haven't done a live through either platform, so
you need to just do a test live with only you or something, just just to see it.
I was thinking about
don't publish it or something. You can set it up for nobody can join and nobody sees it, just to practice.
Oh, okay, good, yeah, because I do need to practice. I think for sure. You know, so then we can.
I mean, I'm not the best. I mean, I shared my screen for maybe the second time ever. So,
yeah,
I had a couple tabs. I planned on talking about a couple knives, and I only talked about one knife.
Yeah, it happens.
Sorry if my joke about your brake fluid was too soon. Man, you know, I mean, I helped load it on the wrecker that came. It was a platform wrecker. I don't know what they call it. But he said, "Is it drivable?" I'm like, "Barely. My brakes are like just barely there." But I pulled it out and then I pulled it up to the wrecker, and it seemed to stop. And then he pulled it up on the wrecker because he couldn't get the wrecker into where it was parked originally.
Right.
So, I mean, it flatbed, yeah. Somebody either cut my brake lines or it just happened magically the next day. I mean, I was driving fine. The next day, my brakes were out.
maybe Maddie sent some squirrels to take you out.
Yeah, I don't know enough about cars. Maybe the master cylinder went out. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in your brake system, there can be all kinds of stuff that.
Yeah,
for sure. You could have a hole in one of the lines. An animal could have chewed one of the lines, or your master cylinder could go out. You know, that's all.
I mean,
feasible stuff.
I filled the reservoir with two bottles of brake fluid, and by the end of the day, it was gone. But I looked under the truck and I didn't see anything leaking out. So I don't know how it disappeared unless brake fluid is invisible to the eye when it leaks out.
Yeah, not that I know of. But
yeah, I couldn't see anywhere was leaking. So maybe, I don't know, if you know how a reservoir looks, there's not much oil that can fit in there, but probably through the lines there's a lot of oil in there. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's kind of confusing. So I had a Datsun from you remember Datsuns, like
yeah.
Nissan, but it was a Datsun. I had a Datsun that I just used to repair on. It was like a classic car where you can repair it yourself.
Right.
But that was 1977 Datsun or 1976. But new cars, I can't repair.
Yeah. Yep. Back in the day, man, the 260Z.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're probably gonna go.
Yep. I think so.
Thanks for stepping by, guys. I'm probably going to try to do these every 2 weeks, and hopefully I'll have a lot more topics to talk about. Hopefully I'll have some newer knives to show off. Basically, the only Apex knife I had was this.
Oh, okay. That's because I got them all.
I should have done a pocket check, but I'll do a pocket check next time.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
If I come on again, I'll try to be more exciting.
All right, guys. Thanks for showing up. I'm gonna cut it short. And